Southern Six. Southern Six.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a very special July 4th, Independence Day. Oh, they don't make them like this anymore. A special Independence Day show.
When you got two Americans and two foreigners.
Let's go, baby.
Of Irish Whips and Irish Race, and I love Foreigner. They're one of my favorite bands. Okay, so I still am sick, sound like shit, but fuck it. I'm gonna power through and see what we're gonna do here. So we're gonna go right into a debatable topic in the wrestling world. So as for y'all watching this may know by now, last Saturday, our champion Sami Zayn pinned Cody Rhodes and won the belt. However, there is a rumor window going around by the Goblin on the west coast of California that they put the belt on Sami Zayn after stale booking criticisms got under their skin.
Yep.
And so this is what the Goblin have to say. The main event was a good match. Real good. And the championship change was a surprise. I mean, it just depends on, I don't think he's the guy in their plans. It's very similar to Darby Allin in the sense that it's something that at some point they were going to do. The Darby Allin thing turned out to be a pretty big success. No, it wasn't. The way it was done. And this could be too, it depends on what the story is. I don't see a long reign, but I would hope it's longer than SummerSlam. Long enough to where it's not like one of those things where it's like, well, you finally gave it to him, but we didn't mean it, Then his co-host Brian Alvarez pushed back and responded with, and I quote, "Well, isn't that what this is? He literally wasn't in the title picture until 2 weeks ago when he was a bad referee and was rewarded by being put into a match of 9 champions. Like there's no build to this," which is true. Then this is where I'm going to stop there because now they're just arguing back and forth. So I think the question is, and I do tend to agree with Dave here because they do have a track record to a degree of them responding panicky. I can see this being true with Sami Zayn winning the belt due to pressure from the internet. They're probably feeling the criticisms. They're feeling, okay, we got to do something. We got to do something to get the people talking and shock the people. So could that be a reason why that they went ahead and pulled the trigger of Sami winning the belt? For example, I know Triple H and Nick Khan, they have said we don't listen to the internet and those people. However, for example, when R-Truth got fired, there had that backlash, if you guys recall. They brought back. So, okay, you don't listen to the internet, but you cater to that pressure. So I definitely see this being true. Or do they do it because they may have felt pressured since they're in Saudi Arabia and doing it? So, Jerry, I want to go to you first about this. Do you see the reason why Sami got the belt because they're in Saudi, or do they felt pressured by the criticisms and they felt like they wanted to do something to get people talking? Let's get your take on it.
I've always figured all along they was going to put the belt on Sami eventually because he's been a stable of that company for what now, over 10 years?
10, 11 years roughly, yeah.
And I figured they was going to give him a shot with the title eventually. And yeah, with Cody, I'm a Cody fan, but it is getting stale. So I figured, try some new blood, see how it goes. But, it did surprise me about this upcoming Monday Night Raw. I mean, it's a possibility, Zayn could just be a few days champ, but I kind of doubt it. I figured they're going to let him keep it. I figured they're going to give him a month. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. All right, Aina, let's go to you. Do they did it because of Saudi location, or they felt pressured and wanted to try something to get people talking?
I would say that they probably got pressured because he has a Muslim background. That's probably number one. Number two, I suppose they kind of did feel pressured. Okay, let's just put the belt on him and give him his moment. It's like, let the baby have his bottle. Let Pinocchio become a real boy after all this bloody time. And like Sami Zayn currently, I looked up his age. Like he's almost 42. He turns 42. He turns 42 on the 12th of July. He ain't exactly young. He's no spring chicken.
10 years younger than me.
Yeah. Well, I do agree with Jerry. Yeah, the Cody Rhodes stuff is getting stale. It's like he's trying to do a Hulk Hogan and hog the spotlight. He's just like trying to chain himself when he
He's
shouldn't
nowhere
be
near
doing
Hulk
that.
Hogan.
Oh no.
Not
Hogan
close.
Hogan is on a whole different level. Hogan was allowed to get away with this. That works for him, brother. But of course, yes, there was huge pressure, and if you remember on the Holy Soldiers podcast, the 50th edition, we were looking at some of the photographs of when he won, and you can see Triple H is not pleased. He's not happy.
I'll quickly get them here and add them onto the screen.
So we're just about to see the pictures. So he wasn't happy. You would, he's doing the whole pointing thing like he always does, but I think he was not happy. Like, we all know that 000, or Noseman, as we like to affectionately call him. Okay, we all know he has the brain the size of a tadpole.
Okay,
But
so we got
I
here.
don't think he's this stupid. I say it's like in the back of his head. I'm like, fine, you can have the title. Let me take
You
you
got a
over.
comment? You got a few comments, Jerry. I like your ponytail.
I stand on there.
My boo, Tommy, my friend. What's up, baby?
Oh, okay, to the there.
Tommy.
Okay,
Hot take. This the hot take. Think it's the ladder with Sammy. I figured he was gonna win the title next year since WrestleMania is in Saudi. Also, SD is boring now. If you want to have a fresh matchups, also I wouldn't be.
That's where it cuts off. He doesn't have more.
What's also SD? SmackDown.
That's SmackDown.
SmackDown. Yeah.
SmackDown.
Yeah, SmackDown for sure. So this
so-
is him winning the
yeah.
US belt. You can tell Triple H is more happy in this one. Then we go
Yeah,
back.
he's not one bit happy about it.
Oh.
I mean, he's trying to hide the fact that this is the dumbest thing he's ever seen. I'd say in his life.
Of course,
You know.
You can tell he is forced. Like, it's not like an intense hand push. Like, yeah, this is my guy. You can tell the finger point is forced. You can tell in that eye right there. Like, he's genuinely not really into this. That makes me think he's pressured.
I have to be a good doggy. Woof, woof, woof,
Been-
woof. Yeah,
Look, yeah,
but
man.
yeah, as you can tell from the photograph, he's not pleased, and they were pressured. They were pressured. It was kind of a case of, come on, do it. It's like someone kind of prodding you or asking you the same question, and then eventually go, all right, fine. If I do it for you, will you quit bugging me? And then it's like, okay, there you go. Is he a transitional champion? I believe so. Yes.
I think so as well.
I kind of feel
Possibility.
okay. He just reminds me as a transitional champion. There have been a good few transitional champions in the past. It's no hidden secret.
Yeah, Iron Sheik.
Mick Foley was another.
Yeah, and Mick Foley.
Yeah.
Bret Hart in '95 for Sean. That's another one.
Yokozuna's first reign was basically a transitional reign.
Yep, for Bret.
Mm.
Absolutely. No, for Hogan. My bad. The second room's for Bret.
Yeah,
Sorry
for
about that.
Hogan.
Yeah.
Because when
Absolutely.
McMahon realized that Yoko had a lot more potential, that's when they put the belt on him and let him hold it for so long. Which
Absolutely.
is kind of a mistake when you think
Mr.
about the
T,
Lex Express.
we got the continued comment from Mr. T. He said,
Ah,
also, SmackDown is boring now. If you want to have fresh matchups, also, I wouldn't be surprised if he lasts only a month because he was only NXT champion for 3 weeks to a month and lost to Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
This
that's
time was hurt,
standard
that's why.
WWE procedure if they have a new champ. They give him a month to prove himself, and if the ratings suck, you're out the door.
Yep.
Yes.
Kabrew! Hail to you!
Yes, sir.
We'll have to see what
Kabrew.
happens here.
Hit the like button.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Tommy, let's go to you.
Um,
Do you think they did it because they're in Saudi, or did they caved into the pressure from the internet?
It's a combination of a lot of things, man. It's a admission of fault of Triple H that he didn't have anything else to do. So, when they came with this suggestion, it was like, a diamond in the dirt. It's like whatever he had planned got overwritten, and maybe it was for the better. Like, I don't know if he would have just given us more Cody Rhodes or because it was stale. Something had to happen. This was like a King Arthur pulling the sword out of the stone. Nobody expects King Arthur to do it. And unfortunately, the match doesn't translate because the match wasn't a King Arthur underdog winning match. Like on paper, that's what happened, but the match wasn't like Batista and Randy Orton fighting Daniel Bryan. Like it was not even close.
No. And it was, it
the
wouldn't
the
be.
ending was still good, but
Yeah, like
With the
if Sammy
exception
was
of
getting
the,
the shit beat out of him like Daniel Bryan did, then
With the
maybe
exception
it
of-
was better.
with the exception of course, Peloton has a point. Sammy not exactly no selling the big
Right.
crossroads, but of
Yeah,
course
that's
too,
a-
Cody's a little bit to blame because I seen how fast he picked him up before they finished the match, and I still think Sammy could have figured some way of maybe pushing himself down, making Cody kind of have to really lift him up or.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just changed the finish up. That was my main
Yeah.
issue with it, was the finish. I felt like there was
'Cause I-
slapping Cody's face into the business.
Because I enjoyed the victory roll victory. I thought that was sweet. That was something different.
yeah, the actual finish.
Well,
roll was bad.
sometimes I wouldn't have minded jackknife cover. Okay, or maybe he
Yeah.
does like a small package. I guess
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Okay. But yeah, if he had been NXT champion now for just under a month, I'd say they're going to do the same with him here for
Yeah, I can end up I do the same.
yeah.
Yeah, they'll do. Is what there's. Sorry to cut you off, Paladin, because there's a Saturday night's main event coming up, correct?
Yep, I'll get the date
Yeah.
here for you on that one.
July 18th.
July 18th. Let's make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sebrew says, "I only watch midget wrestling. It's not a big deal."
Yeah, I watch it too. Now. I watch midget wrestling too. I love
July
my midgets.
18 in Madison Square Garden.
And then we got
I like this.
here's breaking news: 2 people climb to the top of the Empire State Building and they fly this flag.
Oh yeah, we like to show our appreciation to the Dusty Rhodes, baby.
Dusty Rhodes, baby. Dusty Rhodes. You can't go wrong with the American Dream, baby.
No, you cannot there. All right. Let's get to the next one here, shall we? I'm surprised this came out from a center wrestler from AEW. Jeff Jarrett made a very interesting comment I found very interesting. He was saying that with his podcast with Conrad, that the wrestling business is in desperate need of change in so many ways.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh
and
yeah.
started with Conrad saying this. So I wanted to see what you thought of Sami Callihan's statement about how behind the scenes it's like the same 10 guys for the last 20 years. Maybe he's speaking from the same handbook that you are when it comes to the idea that the formula hasn't really changed in 30 years. Is it time for new blood, or do you need experience right now if you're TNA? And I forgot to add that they're basically talking about, Tommy Dreamer being let go and certain management coming and going in TNA. So that's how it started.
Wait, we got a very important comment to address. The fuck is this? An ugly fest?
Wait. Hang on. 1 second there. Half second. Okay.
Wait, is that who I think it is?
Maybe this is the fest of greatness.
Southern City.
Creamy primo. Wow.
Southern City.
I know I got a Deadpool face. I got a butter face. Hell, I admit it.
Well, I'm not here
love
to
that.
win a. I'm not here to win a beauty contest. Dear
Should
God.
we start stripping? We should start stripping.
Oh, I should
Oh,
have.
we just lost viewers. We lost all our viewers. Jesus Christ.
You had to go with the guy shit there.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I-
wait a minute.
I got an
Can we
ugly
not go
face,
back to
but
the
I make up for it in other places.
All right,
Yeah.
let's get back to it here. All right, back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We have a sponsor to our friend Mr. Morton there. All right, so Jeff had this to say. The business and the format of professional wrestling has not changed. I think it is desperate need of change in so many ways. And I said it since 2011 or 2012. In that process, I have failed many times. But I think you have to have the ability to say, okay, how can I go to the powers that be, the people that are decision makers, and sell them, convince them, show them, keep things up, and show them, hey, we could do things differently and grow this, or at least give it a shot. It's salesmanship. At the end of the day, the people who control not just the purse strings, but the decisions, they haven't changed. You look at Nick Khan, WWE president, and he moved into that seat. Obviously, after Vince McMahon, his revenues have gone up. It's true. So I think if me and Nick sat down, he can make a hell of a convincing argument and say, no, Jeff, look at the revenues. The format doesn't need changing at all. It's hard for me to argue that. On the flip side of that, you could say, yes, revenues are growing, but are we growing the audience? He's growing revenues, but are we growing the audience? Then all of a sudden, you get into spinning numbers, not spinning numbers, what's real, and the transition we're in right now. Conrad, that Mark Cuban statement, in a lot of ways, the NFL changed the game because they made ratings irrelevant and subscriptions became the focus. We're in that transition of ratings, metrics, parameters, and what really matters. What would dictate a change or force a change? We're in that transition where ratings are no longer number one. It's retention, it's streams, and all that, which gets into your revenue. I don't want to say it's convoluted, but it's much cloudier picture. That's where experience sitting in the seat will always win out. Yes, whether you stick with new ideas or stick with experience, most often, experience will overrule because they're going to say, hey man, I got to protect and stick with what's working. The reason you can say it's working is because it's worked in the past. The real metrics are so far from an exact science now. It's never really been exact science. Because of where the business is today, it's even harder. Again, with WWE, you can't even give a measurable and say year over year, let's look at live events, non-televised events, and compare them. The landscape has changed too much. End quote. I agree with everything Jeff Jarrett has said. Absolutely. I'm gonna throw him and Triple H together here. One thing Jeff and Triple H have in common is they've seen the rest of the business when it was at its peak. They've seen in the 90s, like the early mid-90s when it was down. They were there when it was booming, the late 90s. They were there when it was steady in the early to mid-2000s. So both of them seen at its highest, its neutralist, and its shittiest. And I respect Jeff Jarrett because he's under AEW contract. Like, in a way, he's also talking about AEW, not just TNA and WWE. He's talking about the entire wrestling business. And I agree. The entire wrestling business does need a change. It does. And if it ain't, I know I'm just saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It needs a lot of fixing. So the question is, like, you need to get do you get new blood, like some younger people with a fresher, like a outside perspective to come in and take a look at it differently? Or do you try someone else that has experience in the wrestling business, see what they can do? No, I agree. It desperately needs a change so bad because wrestling is dying. It's getting to the point where slowly but surely it's getting off TV and streaming only. That's what I want. That we've seen when it was booming. We've seen when it was pop culture. We want it to be alive.
And honestly, it's a lot like Star Wars. It's a boys' brand. The first three movies, they weren't catered to women. They weren't catered to any children. They just made the first three movies for everybody.
Yeah.
And I think, that's why they're timeless. And that's the reason why Star Wars doesn't hit the same anymore now. It's because you have too many cooks in the kitchen. You have too many people trying to do their own version of it.
Yep.
They're trying to make either a girl version of it or a gay version of it, or a guy version of it. And I think, that it doesn't necessarily need to cater to men, but it needs to go back to the at least PG-13 rating system. It can't be a PG product just because you're not going to get all the older brothers who think wrestling is gay. You're not going to get them. You might get the little brother because he likes Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, but the older brother, he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, because there's no one that they can relate to and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Jared, then I'll go to you next. Your thoughts. Do you think the wrestling business is desperately in need of change?
Oh yeah. Top to bottom. I mean, if you think about it, look at some of the prime examples. Look at WCW in the 90s. The parent company of Ted Turner. Ted wanted the wrestling to stay, but everybody underneath him wanted it to go.
Yeah.
And if you look at WCW itself, what was their biggest weakness? No middle management.
Nope.
I mean, how many
Wow,
bookers
that's-
did they go through? How many
lot.
writers did they go through?
A lot.
And yeah, I mean, Bischoff is to blame for some of this. Can't take it all, but I mean, I know he was running the WCW ship, but still. And I mean, think about it, even from the beginning, because what they brought in a pizza guy to
Jim
run the
Herd.
company,
Yeah.
and we all know what Flair thought of him, and I don't have a high opinion of him either. You know, he's out now. Bill Watts, wrestling guy, good idea, but the problem is he tried to bring back the classic stuff that Jeff Jarrett talks about. It just wasn't going to work. At least not with some of the rules. Not with some of the rules he had. You know, no jumping off the top rope. You know, you could do all your stuff off the middle rope. If you look at the older wrestling, what did they do? Top rope. So that rule automatically, to me, it made no sense. And, you know, even ECW had the same problem. Heyman's a genius. I'll give him that. But management.
He was terrible at
I
it.
mean, he was letting the wrestlers run some of the parts. Tommy Dreamer talked about this. Because there are times, what was it? Tommy talked about a time he walked around with over, what was it, $15,000
Mm.
of ECW money. And I'm like,
Damn.
you couldn't hire an accountant?
Towards the end, he did, but it was too late by then.
Yeah. Yeah, because even when they got that little TV deal with the old TNN network, and I loved that ECW for the most part, but I could see the writing on the wall. Because after Taz left, it wasn't the same.
Yeah, they were at the task. Dudley's left like 3 weeks after.
Because I remember that last matchup the Dudleys had, because they brought in Raven, which if they could have done that a year sooner, would have been better. But, you know, that's life, folks.
That's
You live
true.
and you learn.
Yeah, basically that's right. True. All right, Anna, let's go to you. Do you think the wrestling business desperately needs a change?
No kidding. I mean, Jeff Jarrett literally summed it up.
Yeah.
I mean, just look where we are. We're probably in probably the worst time period that I've ever seen. Like I'm experiencing, I'd say the worst time period ever. Like, you know, you just look at like the declining ratings, you know, getting into areas that I've never seen in my entire life. I never thought I'd see SmackDown under 1 million or Raw barely scraping to get 2. That is unheard of, even for me. Even for me. And I've watched wrestling for nearly 30 years. And I've never seen anything like this before. The real change that you need is like, number one, you need people from the outside. You need younger people that understand today's culture. They understand the audience. They're in tune with the audience of today, and they're not like far behind the times. They understand what kids like. They understand what, you know, the male audience likes, or maybe the female audience or children like. There's something for them.
Absolutely.
Because, like, the wrestling veterans, let's just face facts, they're marks. All the wrestling veterans of today are marks. They only care about themselves. I mean, yeah, because like Vince Russo even said it in a JCW promo that wrestlers shouldn't be bookers because they have agendas. And I'm like, where is the lie? There's no lies detected because, you know, I mean, okay, there's been a few. Like Dusty Rhodes was okay. Dusty Rhodes
Rhodes,
okay,
probably the best one of the bunch, other than maybe Jerry Lawler.
Yeah. But though, like, you know, Justy did make a few mistakes, like with Steve Austin.
Yeah.
That was one mistake. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, you just need people that are outside. I mean, do you know what the crazy part is? all of us here can book a better show. Bunch of commoners. Like,
Yeah.
like people who barely probably know how backstage politics works, and yet we're able to come up with a better show, or even at least able to write,
Oh yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
write up a good card for SummerSlam. Like if I was booking the SummerSlam card right now, you're only getting one night. One night of SummerSlam is all you need.
Yeah.
That's my formula. That's always been the formula that I grew up with since 1997, and I wouldn't change the formula.
And make all the champions defend.
Yeah, like at WrestleMania, yeah, all titles will be decided. Same with SummerSlam. Same with the Survivor Series. I would love to
Yeah.
have just all titles defended. And will they change hands? You never know. I might have to throw you off and say, no, they didn't win the titles, not yet. They will have to wait maybe until the Rumble or the next Mania. But
And what I
it's
think would be an excellent main event for this year's SummerSlam: Oba, Braun Breaker, and Roman Reigns. I would pay to see that.
Paper, that sounds good. Sure.
See right there,
again,
that's a
problem.
big time main event right there.
yeah, there's one problem, Jerry. It's the booking. And we
Well, I
all
know.
know we
I
all
know.
know that the man with the largest nose in the world, he 50-50 it so badly that
Yeah.
you would not be as excited to see it. You'd be just like, oh my God, they're just wrestling 50-50. What's
Yeah.
the story here? And you get depressed about it. So I suppose in conclusion, we need outsiders.
Yeah, agreed.
The days of those suit and ties gotta go. You need this kind of casual clothing again.
Yeah, keep it simple. And one last thing I'll say, and I'll add to the next one here. The one thing Jeff did say that Nick Khan, because Nick Khan's a good businessman, I'll give him that he can convince people we're doing good. Like metrics are up, sales are up, money's well. That is true because of their streaming deals. That's why.
Yeah. Yo,
And
Yep.
So,
can I want to show you guys something.
all right, let's see.
So this, you guys are saying a bunch of commoners could book better. Well, there's YouTubers who book better. Okay, let's react to like the first 5 minutes of this, bro. I'm telling you, this is better. He's gonna turn the garbage into a diamond. Watch.
All right.
So,
Oh, I saw Tiffany there in the thumbnail. Love you.
Night of Champions, a show
Sorry.
that will pave the road to SummerSlam, and it begins with deciding the King of the Ring. It's the ruler versus the right-hand man. The man sent by Roman Reigns to try and seize full control of WWE. But tests don't get any harder than this. Femi has stormed his way through the brackets and he's looking to storm his way through the final as well. And Jay is feeling totally out of his depth, just like everyone else before him, because Oba is a whole other type of threat. And if Jay's going to be any chance, he's going to need some luck. And that luck arrives because he slumps into the corner but then falls over as Oba runs at him. And Oba, given the speed he was moving, is rocked by the turnbuckle, which allows Jay to start firing off. And he throws whatever he can from his arsenal at Oba. And the big man is actually rocked. Jay looks like he might actually do it because he gets him down. And he hits not one, not two, but three massive splashes in a row. But can he get the hand to hit the mat 3 times? No. Oba kicks out. And you'd think Jay couldn't believe it, but this is Oba Femi. And Jay has been here before, so of course he believes it. Just like he's going to have to believe that Oba is coming back with a vengeance. And he nails him with a European uppercut, and now he wants a fall from grace. Brock Lesnar.
This is what should have
This is a
happened, man.
disaster for Oba. Lesnar has come all the way to Saudi Arabia to prove that he's willing to fight Oba anywhere, anytime. And he charges down. He gets on the apron and he wants to fight, but the referee is warning Oba that if this goes down, he's going to be DQ'd and he'll lose the crown. But Lesnar grabs the referee and throws him out of the ring. It's unbelievable. But now Lesnar is all over him and the brawl explodes. This is all falling into the Bloodline's hands because Lesnar lands an F5 on Oba. And this is now dire because Lesnar has left him laying. And now another referee comes sprinting down, and Jey Uso, looking to take any opportunity he can, gets the cover for the 1, 2. But Oba Femi kicks out, and Lesnar hears the crowd react. So now he starts to walk back to finish the job. And as he gets in the ring looking for the F5, Jey knows that this will get him DQ'd. So Jey super kicks Lesnar. And that super kick is followed up by a fall from Grace. And it sends Lesnar spilling out of the ring. But Jey Uso is smart. He knows he can still win it from here. He throws a super kick.
What up,
But
Justin?
it's dodged.
Justin.
And now Jey knows his fate is sealed as Femi muscles him up and lands the final and fatal fall from Grace. And Oba Femi does it. He seals his SummerSlam main event.
Anyway, this guy does good shit, man. He's very entertaining.
Yep. There's only one little factor, though. After what Lesnar did to the first ref, that would end the match right there.
Yeah, that's where some of the illogical booking they forget.
Let's see what he does with Sammy. I'm curious.
All right, go ahead.
I'll skip it. There's only 3 minutes left of this.
Rams him into the corner, forcing him to let go, but Sammy is all set up on the other side, ready to strike. And he takes off, but Cody falls out of the way, and Sammy nails Gunther with a haluva kick. And he makes the cover. But no, Cody lifts Sammy off Gunther, and he loads him up. He executes the final and fatal crossroads that he needed. And once more, Sammy gets close, but not close enough. It's heartbreaking. But as Cody has said, he's easy to find. He's hard to beat. And Sammy, as heartbroken as he is getting encouragement from the Saudi crowd in the front row, and he turns to them and he says, I will be back. I will win that world championship.
Oh shit!
And CM Punk shows up.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, Cody retained, so I guess they're gonna go for
Yeah,
it.
I mean that was his take. I don't know if I agree with it, but
Well, that could have been a possibility, but see, that's kind of a obvious possibility. And does WWE really want to do an obvious possibility?
Which makes the question: did they do it out of pressure because of the criticism? Say, like I said, they probably
Yeah.
could. All right, now let's go to some good news here about Jim Ross. Let me out of here. He announced that he is heading home from the hospital. WWE Hall of Famer and AEW commentator announced that his stay of more than 30 days is coming to an end, that he's set to be discharged. This is good news. I'm happy to hear that he's okay. He's not going to be at the hospital anymore, that he's coming home. This is great news. Give the audience.
That is very good news.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Very happy to hear that. So, JR, welcome back, buddy. Hopefully your recovery is going well. And we can't wait to see and hear you back on TV. This man was the soundtrack for many people growing up, whether it's WCW or WWF, WWE. Like, he was
Oh, yeah.
the soundtrack for many people.
And you talk about legends from the Mid-South wrestling. He worked with Bill Watts in the old Mid-South in the 80s. That's how I found Jim Ross. And I thought he was a hell of an announcer.
Oh, he was golden, especially when I got to know him.
I think one of his best ever pay-per-views he ever called was the 1993 King of the Ring, in my opinion. He was really good at that pay-per-view. Really
Yeah.
good.
Mm.
One of his best,
I-
might be one of his best performances ever was that shit.
And watching him bounce off of Tony Schiavone, I mean, that's the reason why they worked together in AEW from the 80s.
Mm.
They have history with each other. All right.
Yeah, because in '88, Jim Crockett bought up the Mid-South Wrestling, otherwise known as UWF. And of course, that's a good thing because he kept Sting, he kept Jim Ross, he kept a certain Rick Steiner. And we all know their histories.
Very true. All right, now we're going to go to more room innuendo from the Goblin here about why WWE didn't book Oba Femi versus Roman Reigns for SummerSlam. So, in hindsight, we all thought before they did the King of the Ring that what was going to happen. It was either going to be Oba and Brock, which turned out it is, or it's going to be Oba and Roman. So apparently, they have something bigger in mind for the ruler. So on this show, the Goblin had this to say: they could put Oba over Roman. We could have sat here and gone, we've got to make a new star. Let's put Oba over Roman at SummerSlam. They could have done it.
Could have.
Just if he's the guy, we want to make the guy. This is a weird thing. Before you want to make the guy, you figure out the right time to make the guy and did it. Now you have to do it at WrestleMania because if it's SummerSlam, it's not strong enough. If it's on a B pay-per-view, heavens no. So they created this weird pass system again, and I'm thinking the same way. Sitting there going, oh God, Roman Reigns and Oba, we got to save that for WrestleMania. We can't do it now. That's the mentality. You get him over. The idea he's an unbeatable monster, and we take our time to get to WrestleMania. And I'll stop there. Okay, one of the rare times again. There are some things I agree with Meltzer when he says that, but in my opinion, at the same time, you have to strike when the iron is hot. I feel like if they are going to wait until WrestleMania to do this, they're taking a big gamble. And the only way I feel like they can do it and people will be interested if the writing is superb from now to WrestleMania to build that anticipation, which I feel like it's not. That's where I agree with him with some of the stuff, but at the same time, I feel like it's a gamble. I feel like they should have drove where the iron was hot, then do Oba and Brock for the belt at SummerSlam. My opinion. All right, and Ada, I'll let you first about this.
Okay. If they were to try and push for Oba Femi and Oba Femi and Roman Reigns for WrestleMania, again, yeah, it does require great writing. You need to have fantastic writing. If this were to happen at SummerSlam, SummerSlam is still a great pay-per-view. There's a reason why it was called the biggest party of the summer.
Yep.
You can still have great matches there. Some of them were always like return matches from, like, say, WrestleMania. Some of them were where brand new feuds were born.
And legends are made.
Yeah, exactly. And I wouldn't mind have seen Oba and Roman fight it out at SummerSlam, but obviously he's got Brock Lesnar, and he wants to face him at SummerSlam, Hell in a Cell, for that. But yeah, again, if you want to do that, you need solid writing. And like striking while the iron is hot is important. Because with Roman Reigns back in 2014, he was actually hot. They could have done something there, I believe. I actually remember, I think it was one of the days I was trying to book how they would do that. That's what I was thinking. But that's for a whole nother time. Whole nother time, alternate timeline. But overall, yes, we'd love to see Oba versus Roman. But again, when it comes to writing, they ain't going to make it interesting. It's going to be 50-50 and again, we're all going to be disappointed.
Yep.
Yeah, it's more than just watching a match. It's like, why are they fighting? Why are they in the ring right now? What has been this story that has led to them to this moment in time?
Yeah.
So I have no faith with the writing, because I think over the last few years we've kind of seen where it's taken them.
Absolutely. Hey, Eric, welcome back. I guess we'll go to you next here. We're just reading a article from the Goblin about why they should wait to do Oba and Roman at WrestleMania instead of SummerSlam. So I'll go to you next, Eric. Do you think they should have just struck where the iron was hot and do Oba and Roman and just push this guy and make him the next star? Or do you feel like they should wait for WrestleMania, in your opinion?
Well, I guess I came back in at the right time because I needed an anger outlet real quick. So, with that being said, why the fuck did you have Oba Femi win the goddamn King of the Ring tournament? Sorry, I had to lower my voice because I forgot that my daughter is napping right now. But why? Why did you have Oba Femi win the King of the Ring tournament if this was your plan? Why? Okay, we're gonna do Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam as their third match. Then why didn't you have King of the Ring?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because you actually bring it back up.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Would have had a way better story to build off of that, especially if you went after Roman, because it already was seeming like he was starting to go on a heel arc.
Yeah.
So I feel like they genuinely fucked up there.
Oh yeah, big time.
Absolutely. I felt like, because they were teasing a Roman turn, like they were. And listen, in my opinion, they should have stuck with the Iron's heart, like Goldberg. I feel they should have just done.
Uh-huh.
It is a
I agree.
WrestleMania type of match, but I don't trust the writing. You have to have superb writing to build that anticipation up. So that's where I think they should just did it at SummerSlam. Then do Brock and Obi at Survivor
You
Series.
don't trust me with the writing? You should trust me more often with the genius mind that I have. You're looking at it wrong. 50-50. That's the only way to go.
All right, so Tom, let's go to you. Do you think they should have just struck when the iron was hot, or do you think they should build it up for WrestleMania for Oba and Roman?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the iron's still really hot for Oba Femi. You know, his only loss was to Brock Lesnar. That's nothing to be ashamed of. You know, Magic Johnson said, if I was going to lose, I was going to lose to Michael Jordan. You know, sometimes you have to lose to that guy. And, you know, Oba Femi's 1-1 with Lesnar. Let him get his back. Let him go 2-1, get the advantage, put it behind him, and then go after Roman. Obviously, he should be a world champion in the future, if not sooner than later, especially because we got Sami Zayn's the world champion now, and it would just be perfect if Oba squashed him and then Roman can say, well, I want that back, you know, and then maybe unify the championships, and then Oba could be the world champion of both shows, SmackDown and Raw.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one way to fix it, maybe, you know, because you're right. The story hasn't been Goldberg-esque, you know. He's already kind of, I don't want to say he's not, you know, because he's the guy for the next 10 years. They just need to figure it out. Yeah. Same with Braun Breaker. You know, those guys, their whole careers ahead of them. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, obviously Roman and him is money. That's money. That's printing fucking money. You know.
That is, I agree with that. And now, Jerry, before I go to you, Eric, I just want to make a quick comment because I can't remember if you were there last night. Were you there before I left? When I was saying, then why did you have Open with the King of the Ring? Because he basically said, the world title is not important to me. Brock is. So they just unwillingly, I don't think they realized it. They buried both of the world titles because you just had Oba said, I'm going to put my title shot to the burner, which applies. They're not important to me. Okay, then what's the point then winning the tournament? Then what's the point of having world championship belts if they're not important to you? I feel like they just buried the belts. They just buried Sami and Roman without realizing it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, that doesn't make any sense. It makes 0
Mhm.
sense whatsoever, and it completely buries both titles and the meaning behind both titles because it almost makes it feel well, not almost. It makes it feel like getting a win over Brock Lesnar is more important than getting his first world title.
When he's already beat Brock, kayfabe, of course.
Yeah,
I would be okay with this if they did an angle where he's going to wrestle night 1 for the belt, then night 2 is Hell in a Cell. I would be okay with that. Then, okay, double duty, fine. He's doing both. But to basically just shove your title shot to the side, I think you just killed your belts. You just killed them and buried them without realizing it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry, we'll go to you. Do you think they should strike with the irons hot or do the build at some WrestleMania, right?
Well, when you deal with Roman, here's two issues. Is WWE willing to put another L on one of their breadwinners? That'd be Roman. It's no secret. He still has potential to keep making them money, like you said. And do they want to put another L on OB so close? You see what I'm saying? Say, like, he gets his shot at Roman, but he loses. Then what? And, of course, you also got to factor in the much bigger feud, one that's been going on for, what now, almost 10 years? And that's
Seth and Roman?
Seth Rollins and Roman. Those two have had their feud, which has been a one-sided feud, if you think about it, in singles matchups. Roman's never beaten Seth. And I'm sure a lot of people want to see that first. That's why I figured they're going to make Obi wait until like Survivor Series. Then maybe he might take on Roman, knock him out. Maybe let him hold it till Royal Rumble, see how he does with the ratings. And if it's not drawing, let Roman take it back. And what I have a feeling, it's both a fear and a prediction. Cody's going to go after Roman. And there's one of your WrestleMania main events. Cody, Roman 3.
Is that true? Roman never beat Seth?
Not in singles.
Say
No,
yes,
he's never pinned him in singles matchups.
Yeah, so he's going into this. It's a one-sided feud.
Yeah, Seth even brought that up, and that's what got my attention on Raw last week. As he talked about, they even showed some of the highlights. He goes, you almost had me here, and I beat you. You almost had me here, and I beat you. And even Roman was sitting there going, yeah. But what's on my shoulder? He's pointing at his shoulder. So,
Okay,
they're finally
according to the Grok, it says, no, that's not true. Roman Reigns has pinned Seth Rollins in singles matches multiple times. Roman has clean pinfall victories over Seth in televised single matches, though many of their high-profile encounters, especially pay-per-views, have involved DQs, countouts, and multi-man spots, which fuels the never beaten him narrative and storylines. So they give me dates: September 15th, 2014, Roman Reigns defeated Seth Rollins by pinfall on Raw, and then again on Raw in 2017, May 29th, Roman defeated Seth.
Okay.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Jared and Eric, because you guys watched the product, I don't. So Seth actually said he never beat me in one-on-one, because if so, they need somebody to be their continuity person and fact check, because it makes them look stupid.
Okay, well, yeah, if that's the case, then WWE's repeating history, because look at trying to say that Andre the Giant was undefeated for so many years, and he was actually beaten by other wrestlers.
Yeah, they kept the kayfabe thing for 13 years. It was kayfabe, but for those that know, they didn't know he has some else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that.
One of his most famous L's was from Antonio Inoki in the 80s.
Yep. Absolutely. Oh, we got a couple here I just saw from Colin here. Roman will defeat Seth at SummerSlam.
Oh,
I don't see Seth getting the belt off Roman. Listen,
no.
Yeah.
No, maybe. Hey, Chris.
Yo, Chris.
Oh, he's there. My bad. Okay. Whoops. Oh,
he was here.
All right. So we'll go to the next one here. Speaking of SummerSlam here, we're going to now talk about the rumor innuendo and get into a debate here. So let me get to the picture here so I can show it. Oh, we got Chris here. Okay, so
Hello,
SummerSlam.
guys.
Hey, Chris.
All right, so
Happy
Wrestle
4th of
Ops.
July, bro.
Happy 4th of July, my friend. So Wrestle Ops was reporting that rooming the window this year's SummerSlam is expected to have 13 to 14 matches across both nights. So that's the rooming the window here. So they have, let me just do the double math here. It's 14. They have 7 more. They have 28 more days to night 1, 29 more days to night 2. So starting yesterday's show on the Holy Soldier show, every show throughout the next 3 weeks, we're going to be pulling up the Ticketmaster from WWE's direct link and see, are they making a difference? The reason why is because what I get out of this, WWE is in desperation mode. I feel like they're trying to really, stack all these matches on both nights as they feel like, okay, we're losing interest. We gotta like fucking swing for the fences here. So what I'm going to do is show y'all and the viewers tickets. So let me click on this and zoom out here.
Wow.
So this is night 1 of SummerSlam. Now I want to explain to the people the blue and pink that you see on the map. Again, night 1 is what's available. The blue and the pink. That is not good. That is like
Yep.
that's not even half the building. Where you got this half.
I think I hear crickets.
I don't have crickets. I wish we have that effect. So that's night 1. I want everyone to take a good look at night 1 before I go to night 2. Not good. All right. I'm going to night 2 now. Let's go on night 2. Okay, same thing. I'm going to click and zoom out. And from what I've seen, there are more tickets for night 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's about the same.
A little more on the aisle here. This is not good. Not good. And you see, they're lowering the prices. Look on my right. They're lowering it. They're trying to lower it. And it's not because the ticket prices are low that's not working. It's just there's no interest in the product. That's where we were talking about Jeff Jarrett earlier. The wrestling business does need a change. It's not hot right now. It's a niche market. And I hate saying that, but it's the truth. Wrestling right now is a niche market, unfortunately. So now, okay, now I'll leave that open since y'all seen the 2 tickets for night 1 and night 2. And Eric, I'm gonna go to you first. In your opinion, what can they do to help sell tickets? Like, yes, Oba and Brock is a big money match. Maybe Seth and Roman, you can argue that. But what else can they do to introduce interest to buy tickets?
Danhausen.
Well, yeah, it's Danhausen.
Have to agree.
Danhausen brings in lots of money, but honestly, I don't know. Just because they kind of screwed the pooch here, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
They had the perfect opportunity, like we were saying before, to pull the trigger on Oba, whether it was that he would end up facing Sammy or Roman. But instead, we're getting Oba versus Brock for a 3rd fucking time.
And one match is not enough to sell both nights. It's not. They got to do more.
Yeah, and now you
And the main reason is, sorry, Eric.
I was going to say, now you
The
have
main
this
reason is,
Oh,
sorry.
Sorry, you go ahead.
Go
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
Eric. Well, the main reason is look where they're doing SummerSlam at in Minnesota,
yeah, Brock's Hotel.
and that's the hometown of Brock Lesnar. That's the only reason.
Yeah. Good old Minneapolis.
That's true. Hey, go ahead, Eric. Sound like you're gonna finish
Your
something.
turn, Eric.
I mean, I understand it's his hometown and all, but now also next week, I think it is, we're randomly getting Damian Priest and R-Truth versus the Viking Raiders, and it's for the WWE Tag Team titles and the AAA World Tag Team titles. And I'm like, huh?
What?
Oh, you see?
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess
Yes.
that's one way to say. But it just makes zero sense to me with what they're doing right now. Like I feel like they're trying to rush too much, and they're not taking the time to actually build up stories to their big shows. Like AEW and WWE are both having a very big problem right now, and that's with storytelling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any
They don't
shit,
know.
I'm more intrigued with JCW and Jasmine St. Clair being fucking pregnant right now than I am
Right,
with
yeah.
anything going on in WWE.
Yeah.
And also shout
Yeah,
out
you
to
guys are gonna
Violent
be
J. I
great
hope
uncles.
his hemorrhoids are doing okay.
What's up, Eric?
Who?
I said also shout out to Violent J. I hope his hemorrhoids are doing okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he needs that cream.
hmm
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
hope all is well. I should text him and ask him. I was kidding.
Not so sure if
And
we'll
let's
be
not
happy-
forget the
we'll be happy-
greatest woman wrestler of all time, Danny Moe.
Here we
Shout
get off
out.
track here. We'll do a JCW show one of these days here. Okay, now before I go to Chris here, I'm gonna read a couple comments here from Colin here for his suggestions for SummerSlam. Cody versus Punk non-title. There's 3 of these, so let me read them first here. So Cody versus Punk non-title for a future title shot. Sammy versus Finn at SummerSlam would be great. Gunther versus Nick Aldis. Okay, that's the other one I forgot they can do. Chad Gable versus Penta. Trick versus Carmella versus Aja.
Ilya.
Don't know who that is. Versus Ricky Tates for the US belt. Then this one, Orator, if they win SmackDown tag titles versus Tama and Tala Tonga will be great. On paper, that might be great.
Yeah.
I think the only match,
I agree with that.
in my opinion, that will help sell tickets will be Gunther and Nick Aldis because there's a storyline there that they can have fun with and they can maybe bring curious people to check out. So I agree with Gunther and Nick for sure. Hey Wendy, how's it going? Oh, she's asking what have you done with your hair? Doesn't like it.
Ponytail. I'm doing
Alright,
a
so
Steven
Chris-
Seagal look.
All right, Chris, if you were there, I will go to you next. Let's see, are you there? Jason James behind me. No, he's not. Okay, there he is. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go to you. So, what do you think they can do to help sell tickets for SummerSlam? Like, do you see this as a desperation tactic to try and stack both nights?
Yeah, I could probably see that this is kind of a bit of a desperation tactics though from TKO because obviously they're not doing so well, and it's because of Triple H though.
Okay. All right, Tommy, I'll go to you. Do they see this as a desperate tactic by WWE TKO trying to stack the cards? And what can
Yeah.
they do?
Yeah, I mean, I think 14 matches in one night, back-to-back nights is too much. We see AEW pay-per-views drag on, and WWE's going to try to do this. Unfortunately, I don't think they can do that as well as AEW does it, and they don't even do it that good, so I feel like hopefully they're not going to just give us like 14 matches, but they're all 5 minutes. You know what I mean? That would suck. They need to fucking stretch it out, and if they can tell a story while showcasing the stores the stars that they have that they want to push, it's not rocket science. There is a way to turn it around in one show, but they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
They're just not going to do what they should do, and that doesn't mean we want bra and panties matches. Well, maybe some of us want that back. But it doesn't mean you have to revert and go all the way back 50 years. Or like 20 years. You can still be a progressive, have a women's roster, make it appealing to women and men, and still make it serious though. But like right now, nobody's taking it seriously, and it is niche. And I don't know what you can do. I saw Al Snow. He was like, everybody says they want to be the writer. Haha, sure you do. Sure you want to be the writer. Because you can, just listening to Al Snow and Vince Russo talk, like that's a lot of work, and a lot of people can't do it.
Well, it is.
And so I shit. I don't know. I leave it into wiser hands.
Fair enough. All right, Anna, I'm gonna go to you. Do you see this as a desperate tactic trying to stack both nights, and what do you think they can do to gain interest to help sell tickets?
Well, it's pretty obvious that they're trying to stack everything together. As they say, desperate people do desperate things. And it's just like they're essentially throwing spaghetti at a wall here. They're just throwing multiple balls of spaghetti and saying, "Will it, for God's sake, stick?" What do you want to do? Spaghetti, go on, throw another one. It's like it's all over the wall, and they think it's going to stick, but it ain't. So they're desperate. I mean, yeah, the ticket sale prices are going to go down. Big whoop. I mean, they did that for WrestleMania. Big whoop. I didn't see that one coming. You know, they just need to have youth. Youth is the key, and you need to have all these youth winning their matches. It is time to put. It's time to put the old out to the pasture. You have to say, sorry, you've had your glory. Now it's their turn. You know,
You're out.
It's like, that's how it is. It's out with the old and with the new. Throughout every decade that I've known, we've always transitioned to the next wrestler. And, like the business has moved on without San Martino. It's moved on away from Hogan, from Austin, from Brett to Jeff Jarrett.
Andre the Giant.
Andre, Rock, Cena is gone. So the list is endless. And, eventually it's going to happen to Rollins. It's going to happen to Roman. It's going to happen to Punk very soon. And,
it just happened to AJ Styles too.
Yeah. The business is moving on without them. So now it's going to obviously be in the hands of, say, maybe a Braun Breaker, a Trick Williams, an Obafemi. You could put it in the hands of so many others that could be great main eventers one day that can make the company money. It's now or never. You would just have to put up a stack card of people we're not used to seeing, but they get their chance to shine at SummerSlam. That's what you need to do, number one, to even get some tickets sold. That's how I see it.
All right. But let's be honest. If they had one guy, they could just build the company around, like to really help the company make value. Oh, fucking hell! I hate technology today. It's not my day. We need this. I gotta find my Google. Okay, we need this man. If this man was in the main event of WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, he's the man. He's the man. Not
I'll agree. Totally agree.
Yeah, not pretty boy. What the fuck that is? This man right here is a WWE. Get rid of this man. Ratings. Don't think me in 10 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I approve this message.
Yeah.
Yes.
And before we go to the next topic here, I got a couple comments here I'm gonna read here. So
Daniel
Colin,
Bryant, that one. Yes.
they really fucked up with Ethan Page's theme song on main roster. Unnecessary brought Javon to main roster before giving him the NXT title. Okay, I don't watch NXT. I haven't in 10 years, so I don't know if you guys are familiar if they did fuck with Ethan Page's theme song.
Bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces? Anyone else
I've
know?
watched a few matches, and then sometimes I'll look up the results on the internet, and I can see what they're doing with people.
I follow Ethan Page on Instagram. Like, I know what he's doing because of what he posts, but I don't always watch NXT.
Gotcha.
I don't even know what his fucking finisher is. I just know that he's relevant.
Because
Alright,
like case in point, Soroka, I thought for sure she was going to win the NXT title, and then boom, they brought her right into Raw and gave her the IC title.
Yeah.
So I thought,
thank you,
Okay.
Wendy, to the fine Americans. Happy 4th of July.
Hi, Wendy.
To celebrate it. Okay, we got another from Colin. Even fucked up a great story between 4 people for WWE title with Pat McAfee. Storyline Cody versus Drew versus Jacob versus Randy. WWE Championship Night 1 elimination match. Honestly, I'm
Ooh.
surprised they didn't do that. I do remember that was
Yeah.
the rumored idea, was a fatal 4-way elimination, and Cody and Randy were going to be the last two. I think they should have done that. Then have Randy win, then do Cody and Randy at Backlash. That's what they should have done, in my opinion.
yeah.
Or even a
Yeah.
6-man ladder match. If it was an elimination chamber or
Yeah,
elimination,
what
6-man ladder match, bro.
and I believe what should have happened is that they should have had like Randy and Roman carry the company until the next WrestleMania. If I'm being honest.
We got a couple here from Justin, and then we got the next topic here. For the main event, SummerSlam at PSP, and I would beat Sami Zayn, Crying Cupcake, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rudy Rollins, and Turkey Man Gunther again.
Hey,
The
Dustin.
Prime Swordsman will kick everyone's asses with my Berserk sword in hands. All right. So now we're going to go this one here.
Oh, Justin.
Former WWE wrestler Colin Cassidy, or as he's known in AEW, Big Bill, added to here.
Oh, okay. I remember him.
Believed to be leaving AEW for return to WWE. So according to Fightful Select, the guy has informed AEW he would not be resigning with the company when his contract expires this upcoming week. And Ruby New Window is Enzo Amore is also heading back to the WWE, and he's been seen at the Performance Center. I wanted to bring this up here because during the PG era, they were a hot act. I feel like they were the most drop the ball act they had that they didn't do nothing with.
Yeah,
So-
they were.
And I'll start with you, Eric. If they both come back, number one, do you think they should be a tag team or keep them separate? I'll start with that first.
I personally feel like they should come back as a tag team, just because I don't think Enzo and Cass got the run that they should have when they were on the main roster. I think that got short-lived. I don't even think moving Enzo to the cruiserweight division, wherever the fuck that was, I don't think that was a good decision either.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, these were the times when McMahon was booking everything. So this is what you get when a deranged old man is trying to book wrestling still.
What? Hey, don't talk about me.
I
Well-
represent that remark.
Well, you got to remember though, like Triple H though, like he was running things behind the scenes too, so it wasn't entirely Vince though. Like, sure,
Well,
he
yeah,
was,
that's when fucking Triple H was green as shit to booking. Like, so of course, why would you trust in some of his biggest stars to be on the main roster booking? Because at that time he was handling NXT.
It wasn't. It's by the Dusty passed away, and that's when Triple H
Yeah.
really got involved. But Dusty passed away. Yeah, so I can see
big
that
time.
right there. All right, so Chris, I'll go to you. So if this is true and Cass and Enzo are coming back, do you think they should be a tag team or they should be single acts?
I think that the tag team would probably be like would be pretty good though. Although like it's probably gonna, I would say that if they're gonna go back in though, like it's gonna take though, like with Triple H being ousted though and having another crew though like book for them, whether it be like Shawn Michaels or The Rock's dad, or like Brian Gewirtz or Jeremy Barash though. It's gonna take these guys to book them better.
Well, I do hope because they were over. They were no. I agree with Colin there. Tag team only because Enzo's a good talker. Cass has a good look. To me, they reminded me of a modern New Age Outlaws. You know, they did shit talking and they can back it up. And I can't understand why when they're both in NXT and on the main roster, when they were so red hot, they never put the tag belts on them. So I hope if they get over like that again, they're selling merch. People want to pay to see them, they're drawing tickets. Pull the trigger on them this time. So I feel like they will definitely help the tag team division, in my opinion. Robbie, I'll go to you next here.
Yeah.
If it's true, would you like them as a tag team or keep them solos?
No, they have to be a tag team just for the division and for their careers as well. Obviously, there's a lot at stake as a little revival and, in some ways, a revenge tour of their own, to get that run. But also, you guys just lost Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. You just lost Uncle Howdy. And, I think you're lucky to have the Street Profits right now. Your tag team division is very slim.
It's
to none.
paper thin.
Yeah, so they need tag team guys, and I think Big Cass and Enzo would be fucking dope. I don't know who Enzo offended. He got fired because he offended the wrong person. He got allegations. I don't know what
There were a
happened.
lot of locker room talks, some things he did with the women or tried to do.
So maybe he's matured from that. We're not who we were yesterday.
Yeah.
And hopefully they can move past this and make a lot of money together, because at the end of the day, it's a business. And I'm sure John Cena's offended some people. Hulk Hogan's definitely offended some people, but when you can make some money, there's a place for you in the industry.
That's very true. There was a story where they were in Europe. I forgot where in Europe were. And so back then he had a reputation. He was an asshole. He had a chip on his shoulder, and they were doing the Europe tour, and Roman threw his ass off the bus. Okay,
Literally.
This one, I don't know how he fucked up at the 2018 Survivor Series. Whoever knows that incident, let smart me up. So I did
Yeah,
not know.
you ought to smart us up there, Colin.
Colin, yeah, let us know. All right, Jerry, I'll go to you. So if this is true, do you think they should be as a tag team or be singles?
I can say bring them back as a tag team. I mean, I used to watch them, and it reminded me of Kurt Hennig and Scott Hall when they wrestled in the AWA, and they were the World Tag Team champs. Because Hall was the big, muscle guy, and Hennig was, of course, the pure wrestler. So it's that opposites attract type of tag team. And I'm not saying Enzo's a Kurt Hennig, nowhere near, but he does have a little bit of charisma that makes him entertaining. So, yeah. And, Tommy said it best. The tag team division it's paper thin.
Mhm.
With what? How many tag teams are left? You got the Usos, Street Profits, assuming somehow the Dim Vision's going to come back.
Well, I heard rumors the Vision's breaking up real soon.
Now, is the Viking Raiders, they still part of the WWE roster, or are they gone?
Yeah. They're AAA now. That's 4 then. But they're AAA right now.
Then you have the Brutus
that's the only
Creed
tag teams
and
I can think of.
Julius Creed. There's Brutus Creed and Julius Creed, but they're like they were the American.
Oh yeah, those two.
Alpha or some shit.
American Alpha, yeah.
And then there's some kind of secondary bloodline tag team. There's what Timmy Tonga, Tamalua, Louisville Slugger. I mean, who else? I mean, what? I mean, come on,
Tommy
tell me.
Holter.
Save me, please.
I'm in there. I'm in the faction. They're really thin. They're like,
Yeah,
you got
I
a
forgot
10-day
Tommy
contract.
Samoan.
Yeah, they gave me a 10-day contract. I took it.
That's right. This did happen. I remember this. So yeah, by this point, Enzo was fired, and he was trying to get on the hard camera, and they threw him out. So that I do remember that. Yes.
Yep.
So thank you, Colin. Thank you. Hey, Justin.
Oh
how's it
yeah.
going?
If you pack the crowd, you're out.
Hey, Dustin.
Yeah. All right, Justin. I'll go to you here. So room in your window is
Justin.
Big Cass, aka Big Bill. From Fightful, he is not going to resign his AEW contract. He's going to let it expire later this week. Do you see? Okay, the other rumor is him and Enzo are coming back. So if they do come back, do you think they should come back as a tag team or keep them separate as solo?
Tag team. I do remember when they debuted on the main roster on Raw, cutting a promo against the Dudley Boys and other tag teams, and they were red hot. I mean, like Jeff Hardy 2008 over, like red hot. And yeah, Enzo being the talker, Big Cass being the competitor. That's a good mix. That's the blueprint of every tag team for now.
All right. Anna, your thoughts. If this is true, do you think it should be a tag team or bring them as solo?
Oh, for the love of God, they're a tag team. They're a golden tag team. And for the love of God, put them on the main roster. Do not put them on NXT. I agree with TJRP. Do not put them on NXT. Send them straight up to the main roster.
Yeah.
Bring back some of their merch, the Certified G. That was another-
Bonafide stud, how you doing? Soft? Yeah.
Yeah,
This
that
guy's
shit
in
was
the room.
Yeah.
Like they can sell merch. No,
No,
problem.
I got the quote here. Can I, if I may?
All right, take it away.
My
Tommy.
name's Enzo Amore, and I'm a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that.
Yeah.
And this right here, this is Big Cass, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that.
Right.
Bada boom, realest guys in the room. How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah. And of course, the great thing about Enzo is he's so entertaining. He's great on that microphone. Like you talk about a good talker, he is a talker. He knows how to work that microphone, and it's very refreshing. I remember listening to him when he was talking. It was so refreshing. I had never seen such a good mic worker in a long time. He is a good mic worker. There's no denying that he's a great promo as well. Yeah, we got a couple of haters. He was so.
Don't forget that.
Yeah. Them combined it's golden. It's
Yeah,
golden.
absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I say send them up to the main roster.
Yeah.
Maybe give them the tag team titles on top
Oh,
of them.
whoops. No one.
Yeah, and then maybe you could break them up later on. Like if it's if Cass or
Yeah.
Enzo looking like they could have a singles run, who knows? Cass definitely has the build to be like a Kevin
Oh, yeah.
Nash world
Oh,
champion if they build.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Without a doubt. All right, so now it's time. Okay, Eric, I'm gonna call this section the Eric Cornett section here about the Obafemi here. So,
Ooh.
Jonathan Coachman and JD from New York were talking about it on their show, and Coach claims Noseman is trying too hard to outsmart WWE fans after the Obafemi swerve, talking about him not going after the belt. And this is what JD had to say. You know what they did? They really made everything more confusing for themselves because they want so vehemently to go against what the internet thinks and knows. We know everything before it happens. And Triple H is trying so hard to sway us away in a different direction. Now he's fucking himself over, and now he's made everything more confusing because he wants to keep it unpredictable for us because we know everything. But then they say, oh, the fans on social media are very critical of the product. Just have fun with it. Meanwhile, he's the one listening to what the criticisms are online and trying to dictate be creative based on what we're saying. And this is what Coach said too. And I quote Coach, well, you know they're sitting on that jet just laughing. Oh, we got them, we got them, we got them. Oh, wait, we got to figure out why he doesn't go after Roman Reigns. And JD respond with, do I think they're impatient, Coach? No, I don't think they're impatient. I just think, like I said before, they have a very serious problem of proving everybody wrong. Everybody on social media is critical of the WWE product. If you go to the fans and the audience and the people that buy tickets to these shows, they're all having a good time, Triple H says. And Nick Khan says. Those are the people that we pay attention to. JD kept going with, but when you go online and people are overly critical of what Triple H is doing creatively, then they try to sway you away from the decision that you know is right just to pretend like that's not going to be the decision. But it's going to end up being the decision anyway, and we're going to take you on this ride. And JD then called WWE hypocritical for acting like social media criticism does not matter while still chasing social media numbers. And JD's fucking spot on this. And he kept saying, they are hypocritical and WWE is trying desperately to get one over on the fans because we're not supposed to know as much as we do. But these are the people that live and die by the social media numbers. Yet the people on social media don't mean anything. Well, if we didn't mean anything, then do what you're supposed to do and try to give us the best show possible instead of trying to pull the wool over our eyes and pretend like we don't know anything. And then Coach finished it off where when he says fans need to have more fun, you are acknowledging that you know that they're not having fun on social media. To me, they got impatient with the Oba thing. They're saying, we got this guy. We got to have him win. I'd rather see a little turmoil, a little adversity. That's where the storyline comes in. End quote. Okay, JD and Coach are spot on. I think that's why they're doing this, with Sammy with the belt and the whole Oba changing direction going after Brock. I 100% agree with JD and Coach. So Eric, I'm going to go to you first. What do you think of their comments? Talk about Triple H and the creator trying to outsmart fans, basically not realizing they're acknowledging the people that they say they don't acknowledge.
No, I mean I completely agree. Like the fact that he's quote unquote trying to outsmart fans just shows that he's kind of going into panic mode right now because what he's doing right now is not outsmarting us. It's just making us basically think, what the fuck are you doing? And it's making us lose interest in the product as well. It just doesn't make sense with the booking that they're doing right now with Oba. It doesn't.
It's very head scratching. I agree.
Oh,
with that.
can I go after Eric? Yeah.
Yeah, you do, but I got comments here. I'm going to say, if I go next person, I got a couple comments to read here.
Okay.
I'm calling here. Enzo's first day on mic against Dudley Boys Raw after WrestleMania 2016. I forgot about that. That's true. That was their debut on the roster. If they had any idea in the book, they would have made Oba lose in the Fatal 4-Way qualifying match with the King of the Ring, make Finn Balor win it and go against Roman Reigns. Or Jim won, he could have pulled up a swerve by choosing Oba by defeating her final for the title. Yeah, options.
Yeah, the
Right.
options. The middle one I
Tough.
disagree with, though.
Oh, Justin. Okay, when Justin comes back, I'll go with someone else. Okay, Chris, I'll go
Yeah.
to you then. Thoughts on
Sure.
JD and coach's comments?
JD and coach's comments though, and Nova. They're dropping the ball though. Like Triple H, he's really dropping the ball on them though. Like, yeah, and it's the thing though. I really don't trust him though when it comes to his booking of Ova and any of the new guys from the 2.0 era of NXT though. And it goes to show they really need to find competent writers though to take his place though.
Absolutely. All right, Jerry, I'll go to you.
Triple H is in desperation. I agree. He's in desperation mode, and he's just trying anything he can to keep his job. That's my opinion. It just, I think he knows the end is coming for him, and he's, if you think about it, like typical older style wrestlers, he's trying to hold on to his spot. He's got to hold on to his spot, and the ground's disappearing beneath him.
Yep.
Just get your golden ticket, go to Willy Wonka land, and live out the rest of your life. I mean, basically, go home.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
Call it
Yeah,
a day.
and that's true though, because like, and we're saying it also for his sake because like a while back he had like a heart attack though, like
Yeah.
that's the reason why he has the
Yeah.
pacemaker though. Like, I kind of wish that he would retire, and it's for his
Yeah.
sake, for his health. Though.
I mean, it's either that
Absolutely.
or have to old yeller him. I mean, it's one or the other.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Justin, I'll go to you now since now you're back in. Your thoughts on JD and coach's comments?
Well, in a sense, yeah, they both pretty much said what a lot of fans have said, not the stands, but fans, because people are starting to question more on Triple H's booking as of, lately more and more. And me, Obafemi, since he won King of the Ring, he should still retain this King of the Ring spot to challenge for the title, aside from beating Brock to retire him. And those are my 2 cents on that. Anyways, I had to go. Take care, guys. I had to head out.
All right.
Oh,
Hey,
All right,
Justin.
Justin.
Behave yourself.
Yay!
Right.
All right, Tommy, I'll go to you, Tommy. Your thoughts on JD and coach's comments?
Yeah, I mean, look, the fans aren't having fun because the product isn't fun, and Russo and Coachman and obviously JD. But I didn't see this video, but I saw Russo's comments, and he was saying, when we did writing with Vince, Vince would be in his pajamas. Vince would be like, his hair messy. He just woke up, he's just, let's write. Nowadays, they're going to a corporate building in suits to gather at this Illuminati fucking headquarters roundtable. Now it's so corporate and it's like so fake and phony that, of course, when that's the environment where that's your creative environment. I don't know about y'all, but I can't be creative in a fucking suit and tie.
I rather remember
oh,
my
God,
t-shirt
no.
and shorts or my Hawaii shirts. I like dressing casual. I don't want to be corporate.
I couldn't do anything. I couldn't write poetry in a suit because then I'd feel god awful.
Yeah,
I'd probably write some. I'd be
Yeah,
writing
I mean-
such artificial shit, and I'd be like, "Someone take me now."
Yeah, when it comes to the boardroom, if we were ever in a in a boardroom with Triple H giving him ideas and we're denying him though, knowing Paladin and I and knowing that we're passionate though, we would probably just be frustrated though, telling him why you're not doing this and so though. For me, it would be just really angry though. And basically though, I would say all of you guys would try to hold me back though.
I'll probably let you go.
Well, to be fair, I'm the one who has to keep you on a leash, so I'd be just don't you even think it.
All right. And before I go to you, I got another comment by Colin here. They have huge stars for the future, like Ova, Brock Level, Trick, Rock Slap, Booker T, Javon, Jeff Hardy, Type 5 Flyer, Selruka, High Flyer, like Lita, Beautiful like Trish. One more by him. Braun Breaker with the Walrus. He's got to get away from the Walrus. Then yes, Carmelo
Yeah.
Hayes as a heelish 5-slug rated RKO. Yeah, Carmelo would be a great heel with the right rating. I would definitely agree on that. All right, Anna,
Yeah, I agree.
your thoughts on Coach and JD's comments about this weird booking that they're doing?
Well, they're right. They're 100% correct. I mean, like, fans are starting to wake up and realizing, God, Triple H's booking is pretty mediocre. It's pretty shit. You know, when, okay, they finally caught up with the rest of us knowing that, yeah, his booking is terrible. He can't write for shit. And that he's just doing the same formula over and over again. And it's not making the product fun. It's not fun anymore. It's depressing. And it's like back in the day, it used to be fun. You used to get excited. Now it's like they're giving you. It's like they're giving you like this depression episode every week, and you're just like, someone shoot me. You know, it's like the only thing it's good for is a sleeping pill.
Yeah, NyQuil.
It can cure insomnia, and for the first time in your life, you can get to sleep.
I could probably sum up modern WWE in two ways. One way is like either a snooze fest or just like an experience where you're just tearing your hair out in frustration.
Yeah, that's how it is. And again, you look at the environment, you look at the creative team. They're in suits. It's suffocating. Ferrara, Vince, and obviously, Russo. They were in their pajamas. They're probably in their everyday clothes writing, which is what they were doing. I'd say at all hours in the morning. And they were able to write great stuff because they were constrained.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Sorry. You got more? My bad. I thought you were finished there.
Yeah. So they were constrained, but if you look at that boardroom, it's god awful. It's like as if they're getting ready for a funeral, rather than going in to start really writing creative ideas.
Right. Yeah, but I do want to add it clear because it's one thing you and Chris are forgetting about because this has been confirmed. Not all is on Triple H. It has been confirmed. There are two separate crews that are,
going at each other. Yeah, that I'm aware of too.
I cannot stress that enough. Yes, Triple H is shit, but it's not all Triple H. You got his crew and TKO's group colliding, and you can see.
Don't think I would let TKO off the hook.
Yeah,
because I know they've had their hand in the cookie jar, so I do put blame on them. Like, I would know if TKO had to intervene, because I have said it in the past that TKO has had to intervene because Triple H hasn't been doing his job, and so they've had to.
Yeah, he forced their hand.
They've had to. They've had to take him aside and say, "You're going to have to make a few changes, I'm afraid," and he has to answer to them. He's no choice. Because if he says no, he's breaching his contract, I assume.
Yeah, or they'll send him home without paying, suspended, basically.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah, and they can change the outcomes of maybe some of the decisions he's made. They could go, sorry, that has to be changed. So trust me, I do hate TKO just as much as I hate Triple H. Don't get it twisted.
Yes, one thing I felt like TKO done really harmful to WWE is they made them more corporate than they were already, and they are just gouging the fans. Like the fans they got left with these awful prices. And again, and I said this before, but to blue in the face. Now with TKO getting more involved in the creative Triple H's crew as well, it doesn't help if you have two cliques with two different visions. Because you can tell that some things are from whom, and they're colliding to dominate over the other, and it hurts the quality of the show, and it also hurts the quality for the men and women to get over, in my opinion. So this is going to be an interesting remainder of the year to see what's going to happen. But then again, I cannot stress this enough. It's not all on Triple H and Bruce and the Walrus and Hayes and all that. TKO is now they're officially equal to blame. It's maybe for each group due to the collisions and the ego and the two separate clips. I cannot stress that enough.
Yeah, for me, I'm kind of more middle ground because I know TKO is much to blame. There's some good decisions I like, but then there's some bad decisions that I question though. So
Oh yeah.
All right, now I gotta. Oh, do I hear Chester?
No,
Oh, this-
he's on his vacation. He's with my parents, Mom and Papa Paladin. So he's with
Good.
them,
yeah,
and he's having a fun time on his holidays.
That's
And
good.
he turned 9 yesterday. Yesterday was his
happy
birthday.
to him.
Happy night birthday to Chester. All right. Now the next one we're gonna go to is the last one I have. We're gonna let Jerry go, Jim Cornette here, because for those that know about Jerry, he's older than us. He's a huge time wrestling fan. He's seen a lot of the shit from the '80s, the territorials, all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, she sure has.
To add some context here, a few months ago when the Holy Soldiers was Twitch exclusive, we had an article with the Walrus and some disrespectful comments about Bobby the Brain Heenan. How Bobby Heenan, he might wrestle is fake, scripted work, we all know that, but Paul Heyman was using fake stats, saying he's a better manager because Bobby never managed world champion. Jerry that night had other deservedly good things to say to respond to that.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah. And did I?
so I'm gonna call this hashtag Duck Duck Goose Bitch You're at work. So I don't know this guy. So Eric, since you're more deep in the business than I am, do you know who this guy is, Paul Walter Hauser? Before I read this, I know he pissed off Roman Reigns. I know
I know
pissed
who
off
he
Justin
is.
Green.
I know who Paul Walter Hauser is.
And what's your thoughts on him?
He's fat.
Sean Scott Steiner. Okay, so
I
he's
told Scott Steiner.
All right. So apparently, this guy, keep in mind, he's been pissing off a lot of people. Deletes his Twitter after a backlash over a disrespectful comment over Nick Bockwinkel. And for those that don't know, and Jerry can elaborate more than I could because he's older than me. Nick Bockwinkel was in the territorial days in the early '80s in the AWA. He was an on-screen character in WCW in the early '90s, and the people that know him around that time period can tell you Nick Bockwinkel was a major deal in the Minnesota territorial regional states there. Let me back to my thing here. So Paul Walter Hauser, aka the Fat Man, picked a fight with one of the wrestling's loudest voice, and it did not end quietly. The Naked Gun actor deleted his Twitter account after a nasty public spat with Jim Cornette blew up over a comment over Nick Bockwinkel. What started as Hauser praising NXT's Mason Rook quickly turned into a fight about old school wrestling, fan backlash, and whether Bockwinkel's name should have been dragged into the conversation at all. The Hauser lit the match by praising Rook's match with Jackson Drake, on this past week's episode of NXT and taking what many fans saw as a shot at wrestling purist. Okay, so this is what the fat guy said, Paul Walter Hauser. Watch and listen to the crowd. The people who paid money to watch the show are loving it. They did not care about the Twitter sphere wise and then through disdain parade. Sorry didn't meet your Nick Bockwinkel requirements. They got over, had fun. Welcome to wrestling in 2026. The Cornette has already been rough on Mason Rook, but the Rook praise was not the part that really set this off. The Bockwinkel line turned the whole thing into a different fight because Cornette was not about to let Hauser use the WWE Hall of Famer's name as a punchline. I'm not going to do the Cornette for it. So Cornette just said, it's friends and family who got free tickets watching Chaz Bono endure oxygen deprivation, turn blossom. You could have had part Nick Bockwinkel's car. Fuck off. Then Hauser did not back off. Instead, he doubled down and said younger fans are not going to know or care about Bockwinkel the way older wrestling fans do. That's not true. So Hauser said, my children and their generation will never know or care who Nick Bockwinkel is or was. Doesn't diminish his legacy / talent / what he gave. It's just the truth, Jimmy. The coming generation will likely watch and enjoy Mason Rook and Jackson Drake too. Boo. Who? Then Cornette fired back. Rook won't be around long enough for a housefly's generation to enjoy. The problem is idiots in the business who are marks for showbiz assholes who are marks for wrestling, letting them play in a profession and making them believe they should have opinions. See Hauser, dumbass. Then after that, that's when you see he deleted his fucking Twitter. End quote. All right, Jerry, I'll serve you first.
So you're gonna make fun of one of the top 10 greatest wrestlers in the history of the fucking business. I mean, this guy was what Ric Flair was in the 80s to the NWA. Bockwinkel was in the 70s and early 80s in the AWA. He was Vern Gagne's breadwinner. This man dressed the part. He knew psychology both inside and outside the business. He's wrestled both Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan. Hell, he's even taken on Ric Flair. He's beaten Jerry the King Lawler. And this guy says no one cares? No. See, what I don't care about is this whale turd. I mean, this sumbitch.
Get him, Jerry.
God, it pisses me off.
Yeah,
You're going to sit there and make fun of the older generation of wrestling. Think about it. If it wasn't for the older generation of wrestling, there'd be no fucking wrestling. Duh. And this whale turd's like, yeah, me and my kids. If he has kids, scary.
That's why
But I mean, sit there and think about it. How can you have a future if you have no past?
That's true.
I mean, yeah, granted, the wrestling of the 80s and the 70s is way different than today's wrestling. I get that. I can respect that. But like Cornette said it best, just fuck right off. I mean, please, just walk out in a lightning storm and just stick your hand up. Please. Do us all a favor. Oh, God. I want to RKO this fucker. That's how I feel. Because I watched Bockwinkel wrestle.
Play him with the guitar. He's got the face. He's playing him with the guitar.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at him,
he's got herpes on his mouth.
He could pass for, a guy that works at Waffle King or maybe Burger King or maybe, he was diving the dumpster at the back of Burger King. I mean, because he did say he's a fat guy, right?
Yes, yes.
So he's a King Kong Bundy anal wart then. Okay, that makes perfect sense.
Damn. Oh.
I mean, seriously though, like the only reason why this man was even able to break into wrestling in the first place is because his claim to fame with Cobra Kai. Which, don't get me wrong, now he's also gotten a lot of other movie deals, but he's still green. Like, he's been in the business for what, 2 years?
Like this guy, the fat guy?
Oh, the fat fuck.
So he'd be 2 years in the business. He's already disrespecting legends.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get it if you want to diss a legend just for a shoot and kayfabe, that's one thing. But to do this, trying to make yourself sound hard, I mean, and you have no idea because either you didn't research it or in my case, you didn't witness it live. Yeah. Keep your fucking mouth shut.
Yeah. No, and like,
I'll go to you.
Like, what's a good way to put this? I've been told by many wrestlers there are people that wrestle that like to play a tough guy, and then there are wrestlers who actually are tough guys. I can tell you right now, I don't even wrestle, but from the background that I have, if I got in the ring with this motherfucker, I'd kill him. Like, legitimately, I would break his bones because
same here.
I'm not even saying like trying to do that to be like, oh, I'm gonna fuck him up, but like straight up, I would just have to do one fucking roundhouse kick to his goddamn kneecaps, and he'd be down.
Yeah. No,
I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but the last thing you want to do is piss somebody off who knows how to kick, who is also able to leg press close to 400 pounds. Because that type of person will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like, that's another thing. This douche nozzle doesn't even hit the gym. He doesn't work out. He doesn't anything. He's a fat fuck. I'll say it more times than I can keep count. Paul Walter Hauser is a goddamn fat fuck. He's fat as fuck.
Can he even spell the word gym? I mean,
it makes Tommy look skinny. No offense.
Whoa, hey, damn, bro. Emotional damage.
He's working on his weight. This motherfucker's just shoving fucking burgers in his mouth left and right.
Yeah,
fried chicken, fucking cake.
Yeah, I mean,
probably eats a whole goddamn cake to himself.
Oh, of course.
Is he trying to look like King Kong Bundy?
I wonder when the last time was this man saw his dick. Tommy, get back on here.
Or is he trying to become a modern haystack
You know what?
Calhoun?
I'm gonna message him down on Twitter, just like, "Hello, Paul Walter Hauser. I am just curious. When was the last time you saw your penis?"
Wait.
Yeah.
Hang on, wait.
Oh, but that tells me at least over a decade.
Just give me half a penis.
I mean, like, dude,
I mean,
I even know who Nick Bockwinkel is. Like, you don't fucking come after people like Nick Bockwinkel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Very fast.
Four-time world
and
champion.
You don't go
Now,
after people like that.
yeah, I mean, now obviously Nick Bockwinkel was before my time, but I'm not going to disrespect him because he paved the
Thank
way.
you,
He's
Paladin.
one of
Yeah.
he's
You're a
one
good
of
man.
those. Yeah, and like if he was under Bobby Heenan's management, he's got to be good. I mean, like
Yeah.
he was Ric Flair before there was Ric Flair, wearing the suits, coming out nice.
And honestly, him just talking the way he did to Bockwinkel just tells me that he's still a fucking mark.
He is a
Yeah.
fucking mark for himself.
Mark,
He doesn't know-
Mark.
He's a fucking mark. He doesn't understand how the actual business works, and he probably still doesn't even fully understand how to book a match.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
no.
be surprised. It's probably why he gets put. It's probably why he gets put up with all the big name people, because they know that he's not going to be able to carry it. So they put it with
Yeah.
somebody that basically can carry the whole goddamn match.
Because in the dictionary, under "can't get laid in the phone booth" is a picture of him.
Andy Meltzer.
No, straight Okay, the even dumber thing for me: why would you go after Roman Reigns? Why?
Yeah. Why?
Why would you try to go after Roman Reigns? Like,
It's rage bait. It's just
Yeah.
rage bait.
No, I
All
understand it's rage
viewers.
bait.
Yeah,
It's trying to get
it's-
clicks, but it's
Yeah.
like, bro, if
Well-
we're being real here, if Paul Walter Hauser got in the ring with Roman Reigns would literally blow him up in like 2 minutes.
Less than that. That's
Like,
it.
you know what I mean by when I say blow him up?
No,
like,
like,
yeah.
cardio. Like he'll fucking
Yeah,
make
like
you-
he'll just be moving around the ring, and all of a sudden you'll be like, I need my Big Mac.
Same goes with other people though, like per
I
se
mean-
with Brock Lesnar though. Like I'm pretty sure when it comes to this guy and Brock Lesnar, he'll probably beat the shit
Oh,
out
Brock
of him.
would cry.
Probably.
Oh, dude, Brock
Now,
Lesnar
see-
would literally manhandle him.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
no. This is what Brock Lesnar. Well, this is what Brock Lesnar would do to him: force him to wear a Sunday dress. That's how intimidating Lesnar
And,
is.
okay,
Now,
he does have
one
yes,
thing-
he does have victories over Simon Miller and Matt Cardona, but like you said, everybody beats Matt Cardona.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Even I,
Now, one
even
thing
I
I'm
can't.
wondering about with this guy.
You know who else beats him up? You know who else beats him? Chelsea Green. Except she doesn't just beat him; she beats him off. Hey,
Hey.
Now, what I wonder about this guy and his intelligence, does it take him an hour and a half to watch 60 minutes?
nah, it probably takes
Yeah,
you
it
2
probably
hours.
does.
I don't think we should shit on him entirely because at least
No.
he's-
Oh,
fuck
no.
that. That's literally what I do for a living. I shit on people.
No. You crossed the line. You're going to pay for it.
I was gonna say it's not even me.
Alright.
He
You
really
know.
pissed. Yeah, that's what I was
I
gonna
mean-
say. It's not even me that he really pissed off.
Like I said, if he was my age and he watched Bockwinkel and want to talk shit about him, I still won't agree with it, but I won't say much. But to talk the way this guy's talking, no one ever cared. No one cares about you.
No.
Nobody.
And I'll explain to the viewers about the Roman Reigns thing. So, as you guys know, and our viewers may know too, a few weeks ago they did that UFC show at the White House, and Roman Reigns and Chelsea Green were there representing the company. Politics aside, they were there. They were invited to represent the company. Roman had a picture of him standing in front of the White House, just being there, having a good time. And the guy, this Sean Sapp lookalike motherfucker, gave Roman a hard time about it. Let's say why if you're like a proud American, you would not be there. Like, why even there? And Roman has some smart ass response. And Chelsea Green's like, I may not agree with Trump's politics, but I'm there to represent the company and it's an event.
I was
They
gonna say, obviously Paul Walter Hauser didn't get the memo. Donald Trump actually owns stock in TKO now. So did you ever think, oh, hey, let's send over 2 of our biggest stars to his event at the White House so that we keep one of our biggest stockholders happy? You cunt.
They don't think business like that.
Right.
Oh, damn. Tommy, I like a comment that Justin just made. He wants a 4th of July match between me and King Kong fat fuck here.
Right here. I got it right here.
I mean, like, I just don't understand.
Like,
I just don't understand how this guy feels like he's relevant. Okay, cool. You've been on MLW for the last year. Whoop-de fucking new Basil on YouTube.
no, they won't put screen.
Basil.
Like,
Wow.
how does he contribute to the business? Like, we can go. Okay, for example, how does Bret Hart contribute to the business? If it wasn't for Bret, the smaller and medium-sized guys would not get pushes for world titles.
Wait a minute, who's that? Who disrespected Bret Hart?
No, I'm just saying that as an example. Like,
Oh, I was gonna say, I'll kick a
No.
motherfucker in the
Bret
dick.
Hart's my favorite wrestler.
Yeah, you don't fuck with Bret.
Don't you
Oh,
disrespect him?
no. Oh, no. When it came to Bret Hart, like, he was such a snug wrestler, and I have so much respect for him. And
Exactly.
I got to see him wrestle for one whole year in 1997, and I can tell you, most snug wrestler I ever saw in that ring.
Yeah, Bret's my all-time favorite wrestler. So I'm just using him as an example. I can tell people, okay, what did Bret Hart contribute to the business? If it wasn't for him, the smaller, medium-sized guys would not even be thought of to be in the main event and have the world title. Him and Shawn were the first two of medium-sized guys to get that push and to have
Right.
smaller guys get the door open. Okay, for example, what's The Rock have done? He made the mainstream people pay attention to wrestling. He fucking brought mainstream to wrestling whenever he would make appearances for the company. What has Austin done for the business? He's made moments, catchphrases, merchandise that people still talk about to this day. Okay, I'll do.
Yeah, I mean, Paul's got a little clout, but he doesn't have fame. You know.
But
You don't have
I
clout,
I can't say anything what has Paul done for the business that have helped the business.
I mean,
Well, that's what Bischoff and McMahon have, for example. What has he
sure,
done?
every morning when this guy wakes up and he gets on the scale and that scale goes, "Help me! Help me!"
I can't breathe.
I view this. Yeah, I view this doing nothing more than just a mark, though. Just like
No, he's beyond a
He's at
mark.
least better than Dominic Mysterio scale. Anytime he's
Nah, he says a good mark.
whenever fucking
Yeah.
Dominic steps on the scale, you just randomly hear chicken nuggies.
Chicken nuggies.
I love you,
Oh,
Dominic.
God.
You know, I'm a mark for his Dominic Mysterio voice. I always pops me.
You know what? Now speaking about Dominic, why in the fuck why wasn't Dominic in the goddamn finals with how this storyline played out? You literally had the perfect moment to have Brock take him out and give him a really embarrassing loss to Dominic, and you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Like, there were so many better ways to do the story here. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Triple H, pull your head out of your ass.
See
Or-
what
or
you done, Brandon?
Get your head
You
out of
got
your
the
ass,
mountain
pull your
brothers,
balls
man.
out of fucking Stephanie's purse, and get your fucking shit straight. Swear to God. Eat a
Jesus.
I love it. He gets
Good
fired
job,
up.
Brandon.
It brings me joy. It really does. It brings me great joy.
Brother.
I fucking, dude, this is just so bad.
Well,
I think we had to make a trip to Canada, Eric.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go pay for a Philly cheesesteak because I want a goddamn Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, look at your goddamn Philly cheesesteak.
You deserve it, man.
Yeah.
Well, geez, I think further to add insult to the guy, let's try to eat as much. Let's try to eat food though, like right in front of his face though, just to make fun of the guy though.
I don't have any. I like the idea. And I actually like that. Nothing. All I have is my fucking drink, my sweet pink cup I got from the kitchen.
I
Enjoy
just
every.
genuinely do not. I don't understand right now what's going on with WWE product. I don't. Like,
Yeah.
you know what product isn't confusing? You know what product isn't fucking confusing? NWA, which you should go watch on Comet TV every single
I
Saturday.
have a video about
And
that.
this.
I have a video.
Well,
Wait, you have a video about what?
I wanted you to react to this.
Okay,
what
go
we
ahead.
got?
What?
So this is a content creator on YouTube who watches NWA and he does reactions.
Oh no.
oh boy.
I have a bad
this-
feeling.
Oh, this guy. Okay,
I'm
this fucking
scared.
piece of shit. He has said a lot of bad things.
Those are
about us
hell of a-
on
RVD,
Russell
I
Brand.
know this.
Same
Turnbuckle
here.
times. This fucker.
Wait.
Okay.
No, this is Marky D's video.
Okay, let's watch it. You clicked the wrong one though.
I know,
What are you doing?
but I just wanted to show you the thumbnail, but I fucked up. Here, hold on.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
Marky
good
job,
D. he has-
Tommy.
See this
I'll
thumbnail?
talk about Marky D. He
Wrestling,
has
but
said-
weird.
Yeah.
Okay, go. Okay,
The title
press it.
is Wrestling with Weirdos.
Okay,
this-
okay, press it.
I want to see it. And this motherfucker said a
Welcome
lot of
back
bad
to Billy
things about
Corgan's
us, too.
NWA Power. How has this show continued to exist? Everything about this show is unbelievable. Even the viewing figures will leave you scratching your asshole.
Oh,
Last
yes.
time out, we got brand new tag team champions. The Cowboys beat the Spartans. Then one of the Spartans was fired for calling one of the Cowboys a gay cowboy in an online promo that nobody even saw.
Wait,
I'm
stop.
told it definitely happened.
That's not true.
Stop.
Yeah.
That's first off, that's incorrect. That's not even
Yep.
that's not even actually true. Odinson is not fired. He's still a part of NWA. So that right there is false information already. He's already started off bad.
Yeah, he's one of those dirt sheet fucking ass clowns that doesn't do his research.
I'm glad you're doing this live, by the way, so I get to call him out as we're watching it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I knew you were in there.
RPD, thank you for shit talking my friend Vince and JCW because all you did for us, you get free publicity. Thank you for talking shit about my friend. And
And I
JC,
knew that. I know that TWP though. He brought up Marky
playing
D
it?
though. Also though, that guy's an asshole though. So
yeah, he's a
Marky
prick.
D-
He always takes shots at us. Always.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm just trying to fix these subtitles here.
Oh, fuck the subtitles. Come on.
All right.
This was an overreaction from the NWA, who were seemingly scared of another James Mitchell situation. The dude
shut
that
the
was
fuck up.
fired was a tag team champion just recently and also a Crockett Cup winner, so it was a pretty big deal to be firing
Again,
someone.
not fired.
Speaking of the Crockett Cup, we also saw the conclusion of the Crock of Shit Cup. It was a historical tournament which was won this year by a team who were not even signed to the NWA. The Loneys were from All Japan Wrestling, consisting of Giant Talos and a giant Japanese man with the personality of a sponge. A
Okay,
sponge
pause.
soaked in piss.
Pause.
Where's piss
Hold
goes
on.
piss?
Okay, first off, Talos has history in NWA. He's been in NWA previously. He was US Tag Team Champions twice with Daisy Kill. So he's not just some rando. He just happened to also go over to AJPW because he's doing a stint in Japan right now. He's working in Japan. And he's currently working with All Japan Pro Wrestling. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brendan, but he also worked with JCW for quite some
Yep.
time too.
For
So-
when Looney C first started, he was a tag team with us.
Yeah, and have you guys not? Obviously, this guy doesn't know his wrestling history because there's never been a time where a team outside of the NWA has actually been able to come in and win the entire tournament. So the fact that they were able to come in and win the entire tournament, I mean, that's a feat in itself. Anyway,
Yeah.
continue.
Continue. Yeah.
But this was all done so the NWA could form a working partnership with All Japan Pro Wrestling.
Not true.
Because everybody
true.
loves a good partnership in wrestling now. I can't wait for random Japanese guy X to show up on Power and get a title match for no reason.
That
Well, to
most
be
likely
fair,
won't be
it's
happening.
actually happened
Oh,
almost in
God.
reverse. That the NWA champion Silas Mason recently defended his heavyweight belt over in Japan. Talking of piss, who's ready for a shower? It's NWA Power. We start with the Cowboys boasting about their tag title win. The younger one is apparently the youngest NWA World Champion ever. He could be 8 years old for all I know. They failed to actually say his age. The vacant TV title is on the line. Team U Sheamus, Alex the Miserable, Wrecking Ball, Daisy Kill, and Lockjaw Carson Drake. So a pretty good selection of characters. The Wrecking Ball is too fat for all the others in the early going. Daisy calls him a fat tub of lard and sends him out of the ring.
Okay, you know what? Just pause
Miserable
this.
says,
I don't want to watch the rest of this because I can already tell this guy's gonna piss me off. All right, what's his fucking name? Marky D
Marky
123. All right, Marky D 123. All right, first off, when you're gonna be posting videos talking shit about an entire promotion, you might want to make sure that your information is actually correct before you actually post an entire 23-minute video. Congratulations, buddy. You just wasted 23 minutes of your life that you're never gonna be able to get back. Second off, bro, the name is in your fucking YouTube handle. You're a fucking mark. I'm like, that's all you fucking are. Okay, cool. You have 177,000 subscribers on YouTube. What the fuck ever. All right. You haven't worked an actual day of your life in this fucking industry. And I'm really just sick and tired of marks like this motherfucker just coming on here and thinking that any type of opinion that they have means anything. Like, yes, Wrecking Ball Ligursky is a little larger. Who gives a fuck? He's a big dude. He could still move like a fucking freight train. And then you got Misery over here, which honestly he's been coming into his own right very well. Daisy is Daisy. Lockjaw is a fucking powerhouse in his own right as well. He could do suplex on everybody for days. And then Jack, he's from the KFW territory out in Tennessee. So I could already tell where this is going with this guy. I haven't seen a video in a while, but he has talked shit about NWA quite a bit in the past. And honestly, the funny thing is though, is that he's also tried hitting us up to get exclusive information from us. But the reason why he now is doing nothing but talking shit is because of the fact that we won't give him that information. So fuck you, Marky.
Mark. Hey,
Yeah,
Mark,
exactly. What a fucking Mark.
What a fucking Mark, man. Like,
Okay,
I
what
bet
did this
you
guy
I'm
say?
one of
Brandon, I don't watch NWA, so I have no idea. Well, motherfucker, you better fucking fix that. NWA, Comet TV, 4 p.m. Eastern every single fucking Saturday, and it's going to be on Tubi soon. Go watch it.
Let's watch something
Damn
else.
right.
then. The
I'll be right back,
Cleanse-
though.
Palette Cleanse, MJF and Stone Cold.
Like this one
podcast.
right here, how WWE Night of Champions should be. Dude, shut the fuck up. You're not a booker. Like this shit, like I can't stand people. I can't stand fans nowadays that just hop on here and are just like, oh, this is how it should be booked. This is how this should be done. This is how. Have you ever booked a match? No? Then please shut the fuck up. Like the only reason why I even know how to book a goddamn match now is because EC3 taught me. Shout out to EC3. And I mean, I hate it now because of the fact that I can't even watch a fucking AEW pay-per-view without screaming every 5 minutes. Will you stop doing false finishes? Like Tommy even was yelling at me the last time, like, dude, calm down. And I'm like, I will not calm down.
that's why I can't watch a Meltzer's wrestling promotion because I just get mad at being.
Okay, you know what?
insulted.
Just because you said his name, fuck Dave Meltzer. And
Yep.
Dave Meltzer, I hope Brian Alvarez fucks you up one of these days. I'll be right back.
Okay. Then.
I love that guy.
And that was
Love that
great
guy.
commentary by Eric Hausen.
All right.
Love that guy.
Hell of a future ahead of you. It was good to meet you.
Look, Steve, I wish I could say the same thing, okay? But this house is brutal. I mean, what is this, like one step up from a
Yes,
trailer?
I agree with
Also,
Austin.
buddy, well, I kind of respect what you've done in this industry. Let's get facts straight here. I don't need you to give me notes, okay? I think you and I both know that I'm better than you.
Let me cut you off right there because you couldn't lace my boots. You're lucky to be in the same damn room with me, much less for you and me getting a goddamn squared circle. So you couldn't lace my boots. Now in 15 years, you ain't gonna be able to lace my boots, and we'll see where you are in 15 years if you can cover half of what I did in my illustrious career. You little pile of shit.
What'd you just say to me?
I said I'm calling you a pile
Yeah?
of shit.
You're gonna talk to me like that,
You know
pal?
what? I was listening to you all damn
Yeah?
podcast long, but right now you're starting to wear on me. You can take the window, you can take the stairs, but you need to go.
I'd like to see you make a move, old man. How about that?
Oh, so now you're calling me old.
Yeah, yeah.
22 Sprat been in the business 3 years. Oh, I know you think you're going to fuck Steve Austin in his own crib.
What are you going to do about it?
I think it's a good time for you to leave before I do something about it.
Well, buddy, first of all, if you touch me, I will slap a lawsuit on you so
So
big
you're going to
your head will
lawsuit.
spin.
You can't just go old
bud.
school. You don't just step
no.
outside.
See, I'm not old school, okay, pal? I'm new school. I'm the future. So if you think for 1 second you're going to tell me when, where, or how I'm going to leave this place, you're out of your goddamn mind, okay, Cue Ball? I'm staying right
Cue
here.
Ball.
Yeah, I'm staying right here.
I'm going to count it down from 3. I'm going to give you 3 seconds.
Oh,
to get
really?
out of this.
Oh, really, Steven?
Yeah.
Okay.
3,
2,
2,
1.
1. You son of a bitch.
Yeah?
God damn it.
How's that? Water the face.
Hey, wait. No. Oh, God.
This is more entertaining than AEW.
Get your ass back here.
This is way
Yeah,
more.
it is.
Bullshit.
All right.
Son of a bitch.
I love that.
Throw
I
water
love
on
that
my ass.
sign.
You little bastard. I don't know when your Uber's coming back to get you. You ain't never coming back on the Steve Austin show no more, you little disrespectful pile of shit. I give this son bitch an hour and 25 minutes of my lifetime, a global icon and a national treasure on the Steve Austin show, a platform to elevate himself, and he wants to throw water in my face. Motherfucker, you sorry son of a bitch. I should have never had your ass over here. I'm out.
All right. Damn.
I know that this is especially a treat for you, Paladin, knowing that you're a fan.
You can still go. All right.
I want
All right,
that sign on a T-shirt. Technical difficulties with that dog
It's
with
that
the,
vibe.
with the cord
I
in his
love it.
mouth. I love that.
The last thing I'm going to do here, and I got to take off here. Okay, Jerry, you weren't there last Wednesday because you had no internet. I still have it. I kept it. I'm going to show y'all who didn't watch our show on Wednesday on Burgers Network the work rate and the rate of work educational purposes video that I made. So I added a sound effect for the first one. So you're going to see why the first one is called hashtag slip on the bathroom floor work.
Oh, ouch. Oh. Yeah, you're going to need some
Why do
Excedrin.
that? That's why I don't understand. Why do a running drop kick to a person leaning against the ropes as if you know if they're going to move out of the way, you're just going to splat and hit your head on the railing? Why do that?
She pressed the wrong button, bro.
Yeah, Brandon.
What's up?
All I see is a black screen.
Well, because I hit paused.
Oh.
All right, now, okay. Here we go. Next one. Okay, so yes, you might be asking, Brendan, do you have CDs at the bookstore, at Alice Snow's bookstore at the Academy? Yes, we do. And as you can see, we got CDs glued onto a fucking board. So hashtag burnt CDs work.
Oh, yeah, Chuck.
Oh.
It kicks out.
He's up.
Burnt CD work. He was evolving, guys. He was evolving. Right, I'm trying to.
I give up.
Okay.
I give up.
Now this is awesome. We
Every
got-
time a piece of my brain dies, Jerry, watching this.
No, wait. Yeah, exactly, Justin. Business is booming. And look at this. So we got a tree log for post. We have a grown man and a kiddie pool. So yes, this is kiddie pool work. A very popular class at the academy that we teach. It's safe.
Oh god. Jarvis increased blood alcohol level to 97%.
Get out this one.
Yeah, where's that crane? I got to step out in front of it.
Right, now this one, fellow
Irish coffee, anyone?
Yeah, please. Okay, so this one, fellow frontline member, meeting here soon. Fellow frontline member Darren brought this to our show on Patreon last Thursday. So this is called hashtag U-Haul work.
U-Haul work.
Get up.
Oh, I've seen these guys.
Oh yeah. They fight everywhere.
That's kind of cool there.
Yeah, they actually do some good stuff. I will give them credit.
I don't see a rush.
Like some of the stuff they do isn't that bad.
Okay.
Yeah, they do this like at Walmart.
A mall. I see that one.
Yeah. It's fun. It's different. I think.
Okay, so and now you're getting ridiculous, but
now right here he's doing kidnapping work.
Yeah, I guess so.
it looks like they're doing like an action movie.
I know.
Watch. He kidnaps them, puts in the back, gets in the truck, run traffic.
I wonder how U-Haul feels about them using their truck.
Yeah,
like
I'm amazed someone didn't call the cops. I mean,
Okay, now before you guys ask, yes, we do have U-Haul trucks at the bookstore. We keep them in the back where you gotta rent them out and use them however you want to. Just bring them back when you're done. And yeah, I can only imagine what these civilians are thinking when they're seeing that. This is the last one here. I wish you were there, Jerry, because Hobo was dying in laughter. This is the best one I have brought so far. This is called a hashtag field trip work. And I swear to God, this is not AI. This is a legit match in Japan. This actually happened. It's a compilation of, yeah. And I'm going to wait till Anna's done texting here because you do not want to miss this.
Oh, yes.
I've seen this.
oh, Kenji Nakasaki.
Watermelon work?
Yeah. It's a good watermelon.
Cooler. Ghetto blaster.
Yeah, Ghetto Blaster War.
And all of a sudden, look, there's a band there. Cheerleaders.
Hey.
Little penny for your purse.
Change.
Yeah, have a drink.
Drink work.
Do diet. Oh, I'm loving this.
Well, yeah, Pepsi does suck.
Yeah, I wonder if he hates Pepsi.
Hashtag bicycle work.
What's this?
Umbrella work.
Umbrella work, yes. You get there. The kitchen.
Kitchen work.
Hold on, take this.
Yeah, that's a baking pan.
Cheerleaders.
Don't be got tested for salmonella
He
poisoning.
just hit him with a fucking real fish.
Real fish work.
Listen to the noise.
That's some fishy work there.
It's very fishy to me.
Oh, I love it.
Boy,
Time to go to school, son.
Okay, so
Oh, I love it. That's the
One
best
second.
one. I like that.
Yeah. So if you come to OVW Academy, and let's just face it, like how can you not be inspired after watching that good work rate and the rate of work?
Yeah, it
We'll
just
teach you base work, we'll teach you rope work, and like I said, we have you have U-Haul trucks at the bookstore. You just gotta sign them out and just bring them back when you're done. And yes, we do field trips. So how it works is you pay like $10 to get on the bus. $50 for the equipment that you end up using and breaking, and we'll take you to a market where you'll hit your students with fish, trays, bicycles. Hell, maybe we may or may not gimmick the beer bottles that you might hit your opponents with, but that's okay. Like you don't need that brain. Concussions are overrated. Hell, and we'll even teach you how to take a safe bump in our kiddie pool. We have kiddie pools in the bookstore. Like we have everything. So come on down to OVWacademy.com. Let's make you become the greatest wrestler of all time.
Yeah, come get slapped by this meat stick. I mean, this fish stick. You know, come get slapped.
Well,
And,
to do fish work is an advanced class. So we start with goldfish work. And goldfish work, you just get the goldfish crackers, just throw them at each other and sell it. Like we gotta start at very beginning.
Now,
would you start with sardines? I think sardine work is important before goldfish work.
Yeah, sardine work as well. And we even teach you recycle work where we
Jerry,
do
were you talking about Violent J? What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, well, you said goldfish crackers. I mean, you know, I can see Violent J using some in a grocery store.
Bro, we got to get him on the show, man.
That's purely speculation. I cannot further disclose that information. Yeah, OVWacademy.com, and let's get you into the wrestling business, and let's get you hit with a fish.
Meat stick.
Yeah.
And as a team, I can I'll show another time, but it just keeps evolving. Or does it end?
See, the only thing they're lacking, they need to bring back some old-fashioned records and strap them to a table and drive somebody through them.
They're fucking CDs.
What they need, I believe, is the what's it? They need those old hashtag phonograph records work. You know those old phonographs? Yeah, the old phonographs. You know, that's what they need, and they get whacked with them, or they get set on fire. You know, great. Work ways and the
take
way
that
it works.
needle and rub it across your forehead back and forth. You know.
Yeah, or stick more needles in your head.
Wait.
Become Pinhead. You know,
I mean, Aina, funny thing you just said that. I just uploaded this on the channel about what you just talked about.
Oh no.
So
I
that's
get
right.
sick
That's
Looking
right.
at this.
Air horn guy.
The air horn guy.
Hold on, Tick Tick.
There's
Right there.
there's a lot of on this one of where we're like, where can they go next? Well, here you go. So we've seen forks on a board. We've seen
Hold on, Tick
cut
Tick.
beer cans on a board. We've seen knives on a board. We've seen nails on a board. Now we're seeing broken vinyl records on a board.
Well, we
Which,
got
if you were back in the day, you were a kid, you realized when those broke, they were dangerous.
we got a DVD of Marley and me.
Sign me up.
This is stupid.
Look at this. I mean, this just this looks terrifying.
He's got albums on there, CDs. Yeah.
This is fucked up.
Thank God there was a voice of common sense. Did you hear it?
Yes.
One thing going, this is fucked up. Just,
There's so much great other stuff in this too. Like this guy just leaning on the dumpster watching.
Yeah.
That cracks me up. Couldn't get a seat. We're leaning on the dumpster. But it also looks like we got a aluminum can one in the corner there too.
We do.
Got aluminum cans on there.
Good
It's like a
gravy.
weird way to hit them too.
yeah. The big overhead swing, fall backwards. We like to call that the clean and jerk of wrestling.
That's why you said that, Ana. Broken final work is already added to the syllabus. We already have that in the academy. We beat you to it.
Oh, sign me up. Sign me up. Take my money.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, there was no Phil Collins CDs on that. Hopefully not.
Honestly, we don't look. We're just given the CDs that we break. We that's a class we break.
Hopefully, they're blanks. They're gonna be blanks.
For most
You
of
know,
our-
there could have been some Taylor Swift CDs in there.
Oh, we got a whole box in the. Okay, we don't. Okay, next to the bookstore, we now have a warehouse. We have too much shit to put in the bookstore. We got a warehouse now, so we got a shit ton in the warehouse. They're good for fire logs if you want to have a nice fire. Put them up and it's toasty.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, OVW Academy, work great. Base work, we teach you everything down there. Everything. Broken vinyl work, but we beat you to that. We always beat you to that. Staple work. We'll teach you how to set you on fire. We'll show you what.
See, all we got to do now
What?
is jump out of a fast-moving helicopter match. That's all we need next.
Okay, we're working on that. We're just trying to find a pilot that would do it for free because we don't want to pay for it unless the students are willing to cough up the money. Then yes,
Well,
be
you
doing
also,
helicopter work.
I was gonna say, you also forgot about the piranhas in a tank match.
Oh yeah, we do have piranhas at the bookstore.
Here, hold on.
Absolutely.
Now I actually have to show you this because this is actually.
Wait, it's actually a thing.
This is actually a thing in Japan.
Got to send it to Al Snow.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Oh no, wait! I'm gonna show you guys this clip, and then you need to send them this because I'm pretty sure when they see this, they're just gonna be like, "What in the actual fuck?"
They used my toy car work. I tagged Jeff in, and they used that on the recent episode. I'm very happy about that.
Here, let me see if I can find the video.
Piranha work. They actually did hashtag piranha work. Okay,
There we
let me
go.
read. Okay, I'm ready to add. I want to see this. Now you got my excitement here. Piranha work.
Oh, it gets bad. There's 8 of them from Japan that you're just gonna be like, "Why?" Well, we'll just watch the whole thing. It's only a 7-minute video.
Let's do it.
The top 10 most bizarre hardcore matches video, we mentioned some Japanese matches, namely an alligator match and one involving exploding water. God, Japan, people said, you sure are a nutty customer. Oh, you don't even know the half of it. You want weird and horrible? Pilgrim, I will give you weird and horrible. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and here are 8 insane Japanese death matches.
Oh, jeez. Let's hear them.
Barbed wire death.
Yeah, we know that one.
Yeah, we know this one from ECW.
If Jack the Jobber was a Japanese death match, he'd be this: Vanilla, a skinny latte, Nile from One Direction. And yet, we're talking about barbed fucking wire, the thing that tears flesh and gets Pamela Anderson's kit off. There are 3 main types of barbed wire bouts in Japanese death matches. Normal, which is wire tied around the ropes in a big X. Then you've got Spidernet, which is slightly madder because the wire is wrapped vertically around the ropes, not diagonally, creating a solid wall of fuck you. Sometimes this is electrified because the world is a bad place. The third way, they take the ropes away altogether and just have the barbed wire so that when you fall onto it, it's your full weight falling into the wire. And honestly, it gets weirder from here. Number 7, Bathhouse Deathmatch. It's not exactly more violent, but it makes up for it by being utterly Cocoa Pops. It happened in IWA Japan, a sadistic place for sadistic men. It was a tag match between the teams of Tarzan Goto and Mr. Garasuki versus the Headhunters. 2 of the men, 1 from each team, started out wrestling on a blue mat, while the other 2 men sat in hot tubs at the other end of the room, just splashing about, surrounded by old men and naked women who looked very uncomfortable throughout. Then a brawl breaks out. People try and drown each other. The women look really uncomfortable. It's really weird. I don't know why it's called a death match. The death of my dreams, maybe? Also, this match stip happened at least twice in the history of IWA because you can't drown a bad idea. Number 6, Hellfire Deathmatch. Speaking of bad ideas, it takes a lot to call off a Japanese deathmatch. They sure as hell don't stop at tiny things like scuffed knees or losing enough blood to fill the swimming pool in my gigantic house. The fact that they needed to stop the Hellfire Deathmatch places it smack dab on the list. They decided that the regular hardcore matches could do with being a shade more fucking stupid, dangerous as fuck. So for a tag match between Sabu and the Iron Sheik and Atsushi Onita and hey, Tarzan Goto again, they wrapped the barbed wire around the ring with petrol-soaked rags and set them ablaze. They thought it would look pretty cool. It was an inferno. The heat was unbearable, the wrestlers received hideous burns, and the original Sheik's injuries put him into a medical coma. In WWE, however, this is an inferno match. That is adorable. Number 5, the Circus Deathmatch. Who doesn't love the circus with the clowns and the trapeze artists and the Japanese dudes throwing each other onto nets of barbed wire? All great. Just kidding, of course, clowns are a damn nightmare. The Circus Deathmatch is a silly thing. Basically, they built a big platform on a high scaffold and stretched a crisscross net of barbed wire above the ring, like a safety net, but literally the opposite of what that means. The wrestlers try and throw each other off the platform, flying through the air with the greatest of ease, but landing terribly, bang on the wire. It's horrible. Everything is horrible. Life is blood and pain. Number 4, Ancient Way Deathmatch, also known as a Taipei Deathmatch, with the famous ECW between Axel and Ian Rotten. It is also known as What Is Wrong With You, You Idiot? So this whole mess involves wrestlers wrapping up their hands, then dipping them in honey or glue, then, and I hate everyone in the world, dipping their hands in buckets of broken glass before going to town on each other's heads. I'm tired. Can we calm things down a bit now? Number 3, no rope electrified barbed wire exploding ring time bomb deathmatch. Ow.
I've seen that.
So, sometimes in Japan, the ring exploded. They incorporated C4 a lot, small explosive charges hidden in barbed wire boards that would explode when a wrestler was thrown in some good way to get a juicy burn. In a time bomb match, there's apparently a bomb under the ring somewhere, and if there's no pinfall, it'll go off. You know, get a bit of Die Hard with a Vengeance up in this bitch. When the timer reaches 5 minutes, sirens start to sound. With 1 minute to go, a different siren goes off, a long, loud wail like Hell's Gates creaking open and doom is on the way. And when it hits 0, boom. Well, I mean, the ring doesn't actually go up. Instead, fireballs erupt from oil drums at ringside, and that's it. It's a cop-out. Wait, why do I want to see 2 men blow up? You're changing me, Japan. Number 2, Piranha Deathmatch. It is what you're thinking, and it also isn't what you're thinking. There's a big tank in the middle of the ring.
way.
It is filled with piranhas, and if you can hold your opponent in the fish-infested water for 10 seconds, you win. Well, I mean, fundamentally, you lose. We all do. I've only found one from Big Japan Pro Wrestling, who were crazy. Both guys in the match bled heavily throughout and also made sure that some of that blood got into the tank early on. Really fire up the swimming teeth. The match ended with one of the poor deranged sods being thrown in the tank and his opponent placing a barbed wire board on top of him and holding it there while he thrashed in the tank. If anyone ever wonders why intelligent life in space has never contacted us and asked us to be part of a federation of civilized worlds, this is why. And number 1, 445 light tube deathmatch. Light tubes are staple death matches. They create explosions of glass and poisonous dust and break into countless shards of bleeding. Isn't the world a magical place? A 445 light tubes deathmatch
God
is
damn.
a Ron Seal job. Stacked vertically around the ring against the ropes are 445 light tubes. By the end of the match, there will be no light tubes. What happens between the first point and the last point is a very sad story. Glass, blood, pain, everything fading to black. An endless cavalcade of hot blood and cold bone. What is life? What is this cold marble world that spins in a void, black and indifferent? Why do we do this? Why do we spin on, laughing, unaware as we dance on the edge of the grave? Anyway, it was a pretty good match. And that's our list. Did we miss any out? Tell us about it in the comments.
Oh
And don't
my
forget.
god. What a complete
On a death match, guys.
Piranha
Oh my
death match.
God.
Oh, fuck.
Oh Jesus, so much.
That is.
You must
What a
have
joke.
And I thought a bull riding match was going to be extreme.
Nope. No, Japan said bull riding match. All right, hold my beer.
The two that got me were the circus match and the fucking piranhas. Like, there's so much to add to the syllabus here.
Yeah, like
they actually
that
they've
piranha.
actually done circus death matches here in the States, and it was actually correct me if I'm wrong about this, Jerry, or not. I'm pretty sure you would know, but I'm pretty sure it was a circus death match where what was that dude's name? The guy that literally was like a fucking gangster and legitimately tried to kill people sometimes in the ring. He was
Jack?
in ECW.
New Jack?
Oh, New Jack?
Yeah, New Jack.
Yeah,
I
New
remember there was a guy. I don't remember what happened, but the guy did something before the spot that genuinely pissed him off. So what he did was that they went to the top. He tased him.
Yeah, Vic Grimes. Yep. I know that
Yeah,
story.
he fucking tases him and then just tosses him. Like legitimately tossed him where he didn't hit the ring, he didn't hit the ring, and he actually went out of the ring and hit straight concrete.
Almost did. Was
Yeah,
saved
he
his
almost-
ass. His leg hit the top rope and made him flip back in the ring. If his leg
Yep.
didn't hit that rope, he would have live murder in a wrestling show.
Damn.
I don't use his YouTube flags does. So New Jack and Vic Grimes, for those that don't know, they were in ECW together. And then November to Remember pay-per-view in the year 2000, they were doing a spot where so New Jack's got Vic Grimes on top of this balcony. And the plan was New Jack was going to pull Vic on the top of him and they were going to go through tables. It was time to do the spot. Vic was going to chicken out. And this is live TV, live pay-per-view. They can't do take two, nothing like that. And New Jack's like, motherfucker, you agreed to do this in the back. You're not checking
Your
out.
ass is going.
Yeah. And he said, Vic on 3. And what happened was, and this Vic wasn't needed doing this. Instead of just falling forward with New Jack like he was supposed to, he did a front flip. And Vic's a
Yeah, he
big
did a complete flip. I remember.
like he's a big boy. Like he's not like fat, but he's big. So Vic does a flip, and basically his waist slams New Jack's skull into the like concrete floor, basically blinding him forever, causing brain damage. And he never apologized to New Jack. He never called to check on him. And for a few years, New Jack held that hatred. Like, he nearly killed me. He never said sorry.
Yeah.
He never called me. Never checked
It
on
had-
me.
It had Jim Cornette scared.
I was gonna say
And
that's
then-
it. Yeah, I remember he was super pissed about that.
Yep. And when he found out Vic was coming to XPW, where New Jack was working at the time, Rob Black, who was the booker and owner, told New Jack, I'm going to flip a coin. And New Jack stopped Rob, like, you can flip any damn coin you want all day. Vic is getting thrown off the fucking scaffold. I'm not taking that bump. He's taking that bump. But no one knew, Vic didn't even know that New Jack got a stun gun from a pawn shop that day and stuck it in his pants. And zapped him.
Yeah, that was a shoot. That was a straight shoot.
Yep, like he legit, like I was
Somebody
saying.
got a charge out of it.
Yep, if Vic's leg did not hit the top rope and sent him back in the ring, he would have died. And New Jack went to jail for manslaughter live on TV.
I don't think New Jack would have gave a shit.
I don't think so either.
No, no, it
Because
was
I love
scary.
New Jack.
It was really scary. I don't want to show it here just in case fucking YouTube flags it for attempted murder work. That's what it was. It was attempted murder work. But yeah, that's
With the amount of times New Jack has been to prison, I don't think he would have gave a fuck.
Stab people. Crazy motherfucker. All right, guys,
Yeah.
that's it. That's all I got here for Independence Day here. So I guess we'll go around and give our plugs here. Jerry, let's start with you, my friend.
You can find me on Instagram under SillsJJ. You can find me on X under my name, Jerry D. Sills. And on Rumble, you can find me as Thanos Jerry.
Nice. All right, Chris, go to you, my friend, if you're there for your plugs.
All right. You can find me. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Y2CD1998. I host Twitter Spaces streams every Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday whenever TWP go live. Go subscribe to Technical Work Rate Productions. Really good gentleman there. You could also find me here on Irish Whips and Arm Drags whenever I can make it. And also you can find me every Friday on the Holy Soldiers podcast with the Paladin of the Light.
Nice. All right, speaking of Paladin, all right, Anna, let's go to you next.
All right, guys. You can follow me on twitch.tv/the Paladin of the Light, where I stream the Holy Soldiers podcast. And we also stream on X under my username @RealPaladin1991. You can also follow me on Instagram, Kick, and Rumble under the same name, the Paladin of the Light. And hopefully, very, very soon, we can get some gaming in, get to do some playthroughs of like so many games I have in my Steam library. There's a lot we can go through, a lot of fun stuff we can do. So you guys stay tuned for that. And you can also find me here on Irish Whips and Arm Drags whenever I have time.
right.
And exactly, representing. And of course, be sure to check out TWRP as well on YouTube. Bunch of great guys there. So that's me.
All right, Aaron, let's go to you, my friend.
Yes, none of you go and follow me on social media, so I'm not plugging my stuff, you bunch of fucking marks. But if you would like to actually show some support to the companies that I work for, go to nationalwrestlingalliance.com. Check out NWA Power every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Comet. Coming soon, our episodes will be available on Tubi, so keep an eye on that.
Oh, yeah.
What else here? NWAmerch.shop. Make sure you go there to buy all your merch. Also, head over to NWA Live Events. Buy your tickets now for NWA 78. Front row tickets are almost sold out, so you might want to start getting in there quickly because I'm telling you right now, day of show tickets will be sold out. Watch JCW every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays on YouTube. And fuck Dave Meltzer.
Agreed. Always fuck Dave Meltzer. All right, guys.
Fuck Dave Meltzer.
Patreon. Agreed. Doing dub fairs for him. All right, guys. You can find me at patreon.com/RussoTWC, where not only me, but Tommy here is going to be joining us on the Frontline tier with myself, the rest of the Frontline, Vince and Jeff. We're going to be casting some dirt sheet marks that deserve it. We also got a good selection of shows on the Patreon that I think y'all like. Come on to patreon.com/RussoTWC to check us out. For X, Instagram, and YouTube, you can find me at CatNet580. If you want to check out my stuff, give me a subscribe and a follow. And as for shows, every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Central on the Mr. Burger Network channel, myself and Jerry, along with our friend Hobo, do the Suplexes and Headlock show. Every
Excellent
Friday,
show.
4 to 5 p.m. Central Time-ish, we do Ana's Holy Soldiers show on X and Twitch. And
Another good one.
Whenever I can, I can make it to Eric's Respect the Combat show, usually every Friday or Saturday morning, depending on scheduling. And Saturdays here, Irish Whips and Arm Drags, around this same time, 4 p.m. Central, 6 on the East Coast. And Tommy, take us away.
Yeah, man. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Irish Whips Arm Drags. And I want you guys to go and watch Pin Down Podcasts stream right after this one. He goes live very, very soon. I believe that's the right link right there. So yeah, check him out. Check everybody else out. And you already know who gets the last word around here, man. You guys ready?
Yep.
Subscribe to Irish Whips and Arm Drags.
And for the rest of the Americans that are watching this, have a great, fun, and safe Independence Day. For the rest of the world, stay and have a great weekend. And we'll see y'all same bat time, same app.